For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
The date for the big fall special sale at the Hobart Stockyards is set for Saturday, November 17th. You need wheat pasture calves or you want to sell some, call Rex. We're going to have lots of great consignments. Want to consign or ask questions? Rex's number 580-331-8547, 331-8547. Again, that big sale, special sale, Saturday, November 17th. We'll serve lunch, so write that date down. Saturday, November 17th, Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business and we sure appreciate your business.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy, so they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
Well, hi again, everyone. Welcome to football on Classic Hits 97.7. It is week number 6 of the high school football season. And tonight, we're at the Liberty Bowl as the Mangum Tigers get ready to take on the Hobart Bearcats in a critical A2 district matchup. Mangum coming in with a record of 2-3 overall. More importantly, they are 1-1 inside district play. Meantime, Hobart is 3-2 on the year and 2-0 inside district play. So again, when you talk about week number 6, you don't think that it's a critical bowl game, but you don't want to get too far behind in the district standings if you're the Mangum Tigers and head coach William Dickey. We look at the rest of the A2 district standings, and you see that there are 2 teams that are undefeated joining Hobart in that 2-0 mark. That is Frederick and Merritt. That will change after tonight's play because those 2 teams are playing tonight at Merritt. So Merritt and Frederick, one of those 2 teams, will get their first loss of the year inside district play. Meantime, Cordell will try to keep pace as they will be at home tonight. Cordell will be entertaining the Hinton Comets. Hinton yet to win a bowl game all year long. Cordell 1-1 inside district play. And then the other district bowl game tonight will be a battle of a couple of teams that combined have only won 1 game, as Hollis will play host to Sayre. Sayre 1 victory on the season, but they are winless inside the district, and Hollis is 0-5 on the 2018 campaign. So the stage is set. We're getting ready for a great game tonight here at the Liberty Bowl. Perfect weather. It'll all change dramatically overnight and into tomorrow, so we'll take advantage of the sunshine and the Indian summer one more time. In fact, as we look here at, 6:35 now, we check the temperature here in Mangum, and it is 87 degrees in Mangum. Thank you very much. As we mentioned, that forecast, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 10 o'clock tonight, so we should have everything jet set and ready to go. And then an 80%, I've got one, thank you. And then we got an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Here's the great news for Deanne and those, Casey, who like the fall weather. I'm not in that state. After 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll have our high of 69, and then the temperature will drop off dramatically, and the wind will be out of the north at 15 to 20 miles an hour. Yuck. 17 to 21? Okay, I thought maybe there was a score you were going to give us. All right, Casey Paxton giving us our statistics. We appreciate it, sir. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back and set the stage. Our countdown to kickoff rolls on Classic Hits 97.7.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
There's only one place for the best selection of items for Mangum's homecoming. It's Flowers Unlimited at 113 South Oklahoma. Your choices include 7 different mums starting at $18.95, 4 different garters starting at $12.95, several kinds of noisemakers including the popular cowbell, lighted pom-poms, lighted jewelry, and candy snack packs. It's Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Son, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Classic Hits 97.7 back at the Liberty Bowl as our countdown to kickoff rolls on. Brought to us by the Stockman's Bank. Good to have you alongside on a football Friday night. And before we get too deep into our football broadcast, again, let us tip our cap one more time to Richard Carney and the Mangum Lady Tigers softball team. Their season coming to an end yesterday, a couple of games before they wanted it to, as they lost in the quarterfinals of the 2A state tournament over at the ball fields at Fire Lake, losing to and I always say it wrong. I always say Drummond, but it was Drumright, right? It was Drumright, yeah. And they lost to Drumright by a final score of 8-5 as their season came to a close. By the way, speaking of Drumright, they lost earlier today to Silo 5-4. So Silo advancing to the state championship bowl game against Dale. No surprise, Dale making it to the state finals. They beat Pawnee by a final score of 8-1. So Silo and Dale playing in the championship ball game at the ball fields at Fire Lake, and my guess is we'll have a final on that one not long after kickoff gets underway. So again, Richard Carney's club coming up a couple of games short of winning the state championship, but again, what a great season they experienced, and talked about it last night. Most of those kids will come back and play for Coach Carney during the basketball season, which, by the way, if you're preparing ahead like I do, tips off on November the 27th. And then, of course, those girls will come back and play in the slow pitch season this spring. So certainly not saying goodbye to those seniors. In fact, we'll get a chance to be a part of a couple of more seasons, if you will, with them before all is said and done. Countdown to kickoff continues here as we've got Hobart and Mangum coming up. It'll be rocking and rolling tonight. That's the Liberty Bowl, and we're glad that you've joined us. By the way, Deanne said if you got a picture of that cheeseburger that she was munching on a little while ago, it's delicious. She recommends them in the concession stand. Countdown to kickoff continues after this. Our pregame is brought to us by Stockman's Bank, and we return to the Liberty Bowl on Classic Hits 97.7.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night. Or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Welcome back to the Liberty Bowl here in Mangum as we get set for the Mangum Lady Tigers. See, I was talking softball a moment ago with Victoria Gerald's mother and lost my train of thought. Mangum Tigers getting ready to take on the Hobart Bearcats here at the Liberty Bowl. And if you're like us, you're sad that scandal ended last season. But every time that Deanna and I talk about the Liberty Bowl, we think about the Lovers of Liberty. And what was her name? Sally. She was a vice president one time on that show, the Scandal Show, Sally something. Anyhow, she talked about the Lovers of Liberty. She had her own television show, and every time we mention the Liberty Bowl, it takes us back to that thought process. By the way, we look out to the west, and a cloud bank beginning to move in. We are promised that the rainfall will not develop until after 10 o'clock tonight. Certainly we hope that that is the case. We do have a strong breeze that is coming out of the south and southeast, so it will affect things here this evening at the Liberty Bowl as we progress through the night. These two teams played last year, opening game of the regular season, and Hobart just came over to the Liberty Bowl and pounded the Mangum Tigers, scoring 54 points. But again, that was a non-district affair. This is a district bowl game, so it takes on added significance here tonight as we get ready for this one here on Classic Hits 97.7. So good to have you alongside. Our countdown to kickoff rolls on after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum is Tiger proud. When you need a reliable used vehicle, just visit Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Louis Tittle Avenue in Mangum. Owner Jamie Turner has many years of experience in the auto sales business. Jamie or Lacey Del Tepper will help arrange financing through area banks and credit unions. Get a good vehicle and save money at Jamie's Auto in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Louis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offers government-sponsored apartments for persons 62 and older and people with Social Security. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 782-2452 for more information. 782-2452. The Mangum Golden Age Apartments.
Back at the Liberty Bowl as our countdown to kickoff rolls on here on Classic Hits 97.7, brought to us by Stockman's Bank. And you're, of course, hearing us on Classic Hits 97.7. Got the video stream back tonight on oksports.tv and also on our Facebook page, Classic Hits 97.7. Good to have you alongside. Are you monitoring what folks are saying about us on Facebook? I mentioned that because the last couple of weeks has been kind of tough for the videographer. Deanne, what was it, 2 weeks ago, we were over at Hollis and you had to deal with the screens. And then last week it was people walking by and also windows there. So back at the Liberty Bowl should be A-OK. Shout out going to my sometime videographer partner. That, of course, is Justin O'Neill. Justin has got himself a new job this year teaching music over there at Navajo, and that's one of the reasons why he hadn't been able to join us the last couple of weeks. Is his job is taking him away on Saturdays, and that'll be the case tomorrow when he takes some 15 students up to Southwestern Oklahoma State University to compete in a contest. So best of luck to Justin and those kiddos from Navajo as they compete up at Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Well, as we mentioned, these two teams, no love lost here. Mangum coming in 2-3. The season started a bit rocky for them. We went to Ringling in week one, got beat by Ringling 32-0, then lost a tough one to Walters in week number 2, 15-14. Got off the collective deck the first time we were here and beat Apache. Came from behind to do it, 28-22. 2 weeks ago at Mangum, went to Hollis to open up the district play and crushed the Tigers, 53-14. And then last week just simply couldn't get any traction, losing to Frederick 26-19. That was at, of course, the Bomber Bowl. And you might remember that play on 4th down, 4th and 10. Instead of trying to pass the ball late in the ball game, they went with the run option to Sean-Claude Booth. And it looked like Booth had picked up the first down, but the spot wasn't where Mangum needed it to be. And Sean-Claude was short of a first down by maybe, 2 inches, 3 inches at most. And I think if folks go back and watch that on Facebook Live or they watch it on oksports.tv on the YouTube page, you see that the spot wasn't all that great, and actually Booth probably did pick up that first down. But if ifs and nuts were candies and butts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Is that how that goes? I don't think I said that correctly. That's not even close, is it? Oh, well, I give it my best shot. Anyhow, our countdown to kickoff rolling on here on Classic Hits 97.7. We told you about the other 3 games inside the district tonight for District A2. Elsewhere around the region, 6A2 matchup going to take place at Putnam City West, where they will entertain the Lawton Wolverines. In 5A play, Matt Terry and the Altus Bulldogs return to the friendly confines of what they call the Rock, Hightower Memorial Stadium, as they are entertaining the Bears of Baylor. That ball game kicking off at 7 o'clock this evening. Also in 5A play, Lawton Mac is entertaining the JETS Jets of Western Heights. And Lawton Eisenhower is on the road tonight as they are taking on Piedmont, I believe. Class B football game this evening. A couple of them, and Carnegie in action. Also, the Snyder Cyclones. They will try to stay undefeated as they entertain Alec. Snyder trying to go 5-0 on the year. They lost a game because of the rain a couple of weeks ago. That was a non-district affair over at Waurika. They won't make that up. Then they had a bye week. So the Cyclones have had a couple of weeks off in anticipation of their bowl game tonight. And so they will take on Alec in an 8-man affair. Also an 8-man play, big one taking place over at Mountain View Gotebo, as the Mountain View Gotebo Tigers will entertain the Tipton Tigers. And Mountain View Gotebo in the top 10. They will try to be the first team that is a Class C team to knock off Tipton. Tipton has lost a couple of ball games this year, but both of those were to Class B squads. Number 1 ranked Shattuck in a Week 0 matchup. And then they also lost to Snyder, and Snyder a top 10 team in Class B. All right, we're getting set for Mangum and Hobart here at the Liberty Bowl as the cloud cover continues to roll in. It is an absolutely picture-perfect night. Glad that you could join us on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
All right, our countdown to kickoff continues here on Classic Hits 97.7 as we've got Mangum and Hobart set to square off. Pre-game brought to you by Stockman's Bank. And Dan, see if you can pan over there and get a shot, if it's possible, of the big, giant, inflatable Hobart Bearcat helmet that is over here on the in the end zone on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. And we talk about that because it's inflatable and then it's got like smoke coming out of it. I think that's maybe a fog machine. I hope it is, because directly behind that big inflatable, they're making those great tasting hamburgers, and I'll make sure that they're not making the hamburgers inside the big inflatable helmet here at the Liberty Bowl. Now, Mangum, as we mentioned, coming in with a record of 2-3 overall, 1-1 inside district play, 3-2 on this season are the Hobart Bearcats, and they come in with a record of 2-0 inside the district. So our countdown to kickoff continuing here on Classic Hits 97.7. A reminder for you, there's a college football game that some of you may be interested in that takes place at the Cotton Bowl over in Dallas tomorrow, as the Texas Longhorns will take on the Oklahoma Sooners in a ball game that kicks off at 11 o'clock on the Fox television network. And we're back to the Liberty Bowl after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
All right, welcome back to the Liberty Bowl as we get set for our kickoff between Mangum and Hobart. And Deanna, I don't know if your camera not trained down there anymore on that big inflatable helmet, is it? Yeah, but go ahead and show kind of an unusual set of circumstances here. As you look down there, both teams are lined up next to one another. That's kind of unusual. No wolfing, no talking going on, which comes as a little bit of a surprise since these two teams are bitter rivals, to say the least. And actually, during the national anthem, they're a little bit closer than they are right now. But again, this will be, you better strap it on and be ready to play some football here this evening. As we know, Hobart got some great athletes. One of those, their quarterback. And, of course, we've seen him and watched him grow up. I'm talking about Alec Miner. Miner is a senior. His favorite target to throw the football to would be Luke Hollister. Hollister at about 6'4", and just absolutely will dwarf the defensive secondary from Mangum. So they will have to have good position all night long to match up defensively. Also, Josh Molina, he is a senior, been there for years, and is a great ball player. And then, of course, Chulamani, Simon, tough-looking kid, running back, bowling ball type kind of kid, and he is a senior as well. So those are the skill kids that you'll have to watch for this evening for this group from Hobart as they come to town in their all-white uniforms with the blue numerals and the blue trim. And they bring out their captains now for the coin toss, as do the Tigers of Mangum. And we see out there for Mangum, looks like Brett Perry is going to be one of the captains tonight. Sean Claude Booth, joined by Jalen Warner. And the final member of that foursome is J.J. Skinner. So you got three skill guys, and then you got the big-bodied Skinner out there as well. Mangum in their home black uniforms with the white numerals and the white and orange trim. And they will walk to midfield for the coin toss here this evening with the Bearcats of Hobart. And they'll go with captains Clay Funkhauser. Funkhauser, a wide receiver and a senior. Luke Hollister, we talked about him. He'll be out there along with Josh Molina, Alec Miner, and the final member of the five-man captain squad will be Kane Duff for Hobart. And, of course, not all five can go out there, just four, so staying back will be Clay Funkhauser. And again, we got some introductions going on, but these guys know one another quite well. It's not like they're meeting for the very first time. They have competed for years on the football field, on the baseball diamond, and on the basketball court. By the way, ESPN, when they have their big ball games, they now have alternate broadcast. You know, you got the main broadcast on ESPN, and they've got alternate broadcast on ESPN2 and ESPN News and ESPNU. Got an alternate broadcast to this ball game if you're interested. It'll be on 1420 KTJS locally there at Hobart. You'll be able to stream it on oksports.tv. So if you get tired of Michael, and I understand that, Deanne does, just see some of the looks I got earlier when we were setting up the equipment, then of course you can flip over and check out the Hobart broadcast here this evening. It would appear that Hobart has won the toss. Let's see if that is indeed correct or if Mangum has. And the white hat tells us that Mangum will be receiving the football to begin the ball game. They'll do that on the left end of your listening device, which means Hobart will kick from right to left. We'll take one more timeout and come back and get ready for the kickoff. Our countdown to kickoff has been brought to you by Stockman's Bank, and we return for the opening kick. Mangum and Hobart coming up on Classic Hits 97.7.
The date for the big fall special sale at the Hobart Stockyards is set for Saturday, November 17th. You need wheat pasture calves, or you want to sell some, call Rex. We're going to have lots of great consignments. Want to consign or ask questions? Rex's number 580-331-8547, 331-8547. Again, that big sale, special sale, Saturday, November 17th. We'll serve lunch, so write that date down. Saturday, November 17th, Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business, and we sure appreciate your business.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
All right, welcome back to the Liberty Bowl, where we are set for the Mangum Tigers and the Hobart Bearcats in an A2 matchup, week number 6. And I was kind of kidding about the alternate broadcast a moment ago, but I want to be honest with you. It is almost like an ESPN production with our 3 radio stations and the 3 teams that we cover. In addition to the Fox Radio Network covering Hobart and Mangum, we also have Cordell over on 107 The Zone and on OKSports.tv and on their Facebook page as well. So when Chad Fox sets down at all of his equipment over there on the end, and he looks like a producer for ESPN. The only thing that he is concerned about is the clouds, and he wants to make sure that the what is it, the Stevie Ray Vaughan song that you like so well? The Sky is Crying? Yeah, okay. He wants to make sure the sky is not crying until we get out of here this evening. So hold that tiger, the band playing it right now here on Classic Hits 97.7. Good to have you alongside on a football Friday night. And always a lot of fun. And we look forward to hearing from, I'm sure, Justin O'Neill checking into the broadcast this evening. By the way, Verlin Wright, glad that you are a part of the videography crew here this evening. Verlin Wright and Jill Nippert as well. They're voicing their approval of that. All right, so Mangum set to receive, as kicking with the wind here this evening to begin the bowl game will be the Bearcats of Hobart. And Hollister will kick the football away. Brett Perry will be back in the middle of the field. Jalen Warner here on the near side. And up top, that looks like that is Trayvon Dickey, and indeed it is. And, of course, Perry, spending a couple of seasons in Hobart, his freshman and sophomore years, before the family moved here when Mom got a job as the high school or the grade school principal here in Mangum. So no big mysteries there as to who's what and what they like to do. So they put 12 minutes up on the clock. In the first period about to get underway, Hollister set to put a toe into it, and his left-footed kick end over end sails into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum at their own 20-yard line. So Hollister, taking advantage of the wind, banged it all the way through the end zone. And Mangum will get it first to begin the ball game. Now, of course, Mangum, two-fold-looking offense. They can run the football with the big bruising body of Sean-Claude Booth. Also, Warner runs hard, as does Brett Perry. And then, of course, they can throw it all over the place with starting quarterback, QB1, Colton Laughlin. So Laughlin going to go pistol right away, and to his left, you'll find Sean-Claude Booth, single wide receiver out to the far side. 3 here on the near side. In the slot, Brett Perry. See if they look his way. Laughlin does under a heavy rush. Colton on the run, and he'll get sacked all the way back at the 11-yard line. Pressure that time put on by Chad Norman, and Norman makes the play, and already a quarterback sack and a big loss there for the Mangum Tigers. So a loss, we'll call it 9 on the play, sets up a 2nd down and 19. And just 3 rushers that time for Hobart, but they put all kinds of pressure on Laughlin. Now Laughlin flat out in the pass, or pass out in the flat rather, caught by Brett Perry. Perry will pick up 1, but it sets up a 3rd down and long. 3rd and about 18. In on the stop for Hobart. A host of tacklers, including Trey Jones. Jones leading the charge. Simon Chulamani there as well. So 3rd down and long. And just a minute gone by here in quarter number 1. Empty backfield now for Laughlin. 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Colton pump fake, now wants to throw the screen back the other way, and it's a one-hopper that is incomplete, intended for Sean-Claude Booth. And boy, 3 and out very quickly for the Mangum Tigers. They'll have to punt the football away with 10:56 left in quarter number 1, facing a 4th down and 18. So Laughlin to punt into that strong wind. Hollister will set up shop at about the 45-yard line of Mangum. The up back blocking for Hollister will be Bernard Bailey. Bailey, big chore in front of him. Line drive kick by Laughlin, hits at the 40, rolls to the 45, picked up at the 48 by Hollister, tries to turn the corner, does, has the 40, 30, spins down to the 28-yard line, and it'll be a short field for Hobart as they've got it 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of the Mangum Tigers. There's a block out on the edge that was very close to being a push in the back, but the referee was right there, did not make the call. Actually, the line of scrimmage will be the 29. Nonetheless, it is 1st and 10. Great field position now for Hobart in their first offensive foray of the night. 10:42 left in quarter number 1. The other thing that comes into play here, not only the overall records, but the points. Right now, Hobart all 30 points in those standings. Roll out here on the near side. Minor with the pass and the catch to Molina. Josh breaking a couple of tackles. Bowling balls his way inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Good job by Molina to make the catch in the flat. Break a couple of tackles and pick up the first down. So Minor rolling out to the near side, throwing against his body, but a big, strong kid. He delivered the pass on the numbers. And taking it from there was Molina, first down and 10. I formation here as Minor will go underneath center. Chulamani is the tailback. Molina, the fullback. They'll toss it to Chulamani, who slips cutting in at the 16, and he'll get knocked down there. Chulamani trying to turn that one back inside, did, but he slipped in on the stop for the Tigers. Corbin McGill also helping out on the play was JT Schrum, but he lost his hat, so he'll have to set out a play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain to the 16. 9:52 and running here in this first quarter of play. No score. First offensive possession of the night for Hobart. Mangum giving the Bearcats a short field. They got it 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line of the Tigers. Inside handoff here. It'll go to Molina. Molina inside the 15 down to about the 14. So he'll pick up a couple on the play. And that'll set up a third down. Third down, and we'll call it a long 4, short 5. As the ball setting between the 13 and 14-yard lines. The line to make for a first down will be the 9. But given the fact that they're this deep in enemy territory, you would think that Hobart may be looking at 4-down territory right now. So 3rd down, and again, they'll go with that I formation. Hollister split out to the far side. Dickey with him. Minor looking that way as he goes underneath center. Toss sweep, going to go to Chulamani. Chulamani turns the corner now, cuts back inside of the 10, breaks a tackle. He's at the 5. Chulamani to the corner of the end zone, and he will score the first touchdown of the night. Simon Chulamani scoring from 13 yards away. And with 8:51 left in quarter number 1, Hobart strikes first. They lead it 6-0. So Chulamani did a good job of turning the corner. Mangum had it strung out. He put his foot in the ground and turned it back up inside, broke a tackle, and waltzed into the end zone for the touchdown. So a 29-yard touchdown drive for Hobart to begin the ball game, and they lead 6-0 with the extra point on the way. Hollister looking towards the bench as though maybe they don't have enough players out on the field. Bearcats going with that swinging gait look. Luke, left-footed kicker. His holder is Alec Minor. Let's see if they move things. Yeah, they're going to run the option here. Minor tries to bull his way into the end zone, and does he? Get the call from the official, and he does. Alec Minor into the end zone. Jean-Claude Booth thought he had him stopped at the goal line, but they said Minor gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 8:51 left in the first quarter of play, it's an 8-0 lead for Hobart over Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Well, the Hobart Bearcats take advantage of the short field. They lead at 8-0. Kickoff now caught by William Dickey at his own 2-yard line. Dickey to the near side, has the 10, 15, cuts it back inside, 20, gets a block, 25, 30. Dickey still on his feet, and then he gets pounded at about the 34-yard line. Great open field tackle made by the kicker, Luke Hollister. But nice return there by William Dickey. Trayvon Dickey, and Dickey will give the Tigers pretty good field position for their second offensive possession of the night. 1st and 10, they'll go to work right outside the 33-yard line. 8:41 left here in this first quarter of play, and Mangum on the offensive side of the football for the second time tonight. Again, pistol formation. Laughlin going to hand the ball off now to Booth. He has the 35, 40, 45, and out to the 47-yard line. Sean Claude rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for about a dozen on the play. Matthew Molina in on the stop. Got help from Chad Norman, but again, a first down carry for Sean Claude Booth. And that's what you like to see from Mangum. Move those sticks, and if nothing else, flip the field here, trailing 8-0. Again, they'll go to Sean Claude, weaves his way across the 50, down to about the 47-yard line of Hobart. A gain of 4 on the play for Booth. Second down and 6 in on the stop. Josh Molina for the Bearcats. Well, a quick hitter there, and I like Booth. He runs so hard, he runs over you. He's like a Sherman tank, but he also has got some pretty nifty footwork and is able to make people miss. Second down and 6, they'll go back to Sean Claude this time. Booth to the line of scrimmage and no more. As there are all kinds of white shirts in the vicinity to knock him down. And that'll bring up a third down and 6. Leading the charge for the Bearcats was Clayton Underwood. So third down and 6, and clock running, 7:40 left of this first quarter of play. Mangum trailing 8-0. A big third down opportunity here. Dickey on the near side. 3 wide receivers split up top. They will fake the handoff to Booth. Plenty of time for Laughlin. Colton over the top looking for Henry Lopez, and he can't hold on to the football. Pretty good defense back there. Covering on the play, Chad Norman, and Norman may have gotten a piece of that football. Boy, Laughlin dropping it right in the breadbasket, but again, maybe late. Norman gets a piece of the football, and it'll be fourth down and 6, and Mangum going to be forced to punt here on their second possession. 7:26 left in quarter number 1. 8-0 our score. Glad you joined us tonight on Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv, and on our Facebook Live page, Classic Hits 97.7. Laughlin kicks this one high. The wind catches it. It will hit at the 20, and then it's hit by Jalen Warner at about the 21-yard line. Actually, the 22. It'll be first and 10 from there for the Bearcats of Hobart as they'll go to work for the second time tonight on the offensive side of things, leading 8-0 here in quarter number 1. 7:16 left of the first quarter. It's turned out to be a picture-perfect October night, 5th day of October, 2018. By the way, that band does a great job down there, don't they, huh? Everything now has to have music underneath it. If you watch anything on any sports on TV, they've always got music underneath it. We've got our own soundtrack right here, and it's a good one. So first and 10 at the 22. Here comes Hobart. On their end of the field, they'll go with an I formation. 2 wide receivers split to the far side. Hand it off to Chulamani across the 25, out to the 26-yard line. He'll get swallowed up there by J.J. Skinner. Also in on the stop, Bernard Bailey. But positive yards there, 4.5 on the play. Sets up, we'll call it a second down and 6 there, with 6:55 left in period number 1. So just one pass to the ball game, a short throw out in the flat to Josh Molina. Everything else has been on the ground for this group from Hobart. They lead it 8-0. Second down and 6 here. Minert underneath center. I formation, hands it off to the fullback, and a good job again by J.J. Skinner to make the hit immediately. I think that ball may have come free. It did, but they said the running back was down. Chulamani, ball was recovered anyhow by Parker Holt. A gain of maybe a yard, so we'll call it third down and 5. It'll be a long 5, short 4. Can't be that way, can it? Short 5, maybe a long 4, like that. 6:10, clock running here in this first quarter of play. Big defensive effort now for Mangum. Trailing 8-0, would like to stop Hobart in their tracks here and get the football back. And they will go with an I formation, Minert underneath center. Watch him rolling out, and he does to the right side. Alec with time, fires, pass, caught. That'll be a first down across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. Pass and catch there by Kane Duff, and Duff picks up the first down. Great coverage by Colton Laughlin. He was right there, but the pass perfect by Minert, and nothing Laughlin could do there. So the first down out to the 42 for Hobart. They'll move the sticks with 5:48 left in quarter number 1. Laughlin on that tackle may have come down on that left arm a little bit solidly as well. When you got a kid like Duff joining you there, it's going to hurt a little bit. He's trying to shake out the BBs there. Now for the first time tonight, Minert going to go shotgun. plenty of time. Looking across the middle, throws here in the flat. Hollister with a catch, and a great job by William Dickey to stop Hollister in his tracks. A gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Well, I tell you what, Trayvon Dickey, he has to make that play. Otherwise, Hollister is off to the races here on the near sideline. So a nice play there by Trayvon Dickey. Open field tackle against a guy that has got almost a foot on him when it comes to height. 4:55 left here in this first quarter of play. Shotgun again for Minot. 2 wide receivers split to the far side. He's joined by Molina in the backfield. Low snap. Minot will get it. Now steps up in the pocket. Fires the ball across the middle. This one is up for grabs and taken away by Brett Perry. Perry with the interception. He's at the 30, 35, 40. Comes to the near side. Has the 50. Gets a block at the 45. Cuts it back in and does all the way down to the 37-yard line of Hobart. Oh, what an athletic play there by Brett Perry. Perry goes up with one hand, tips the ball to him, intercepts it, and returns it all the way down to the Hobart 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers with 4:31 left in this first quarter of play. The first big break of the night going the way of Mangum. Pistol formation now for Laughlin. To his right, you'll find Sean-Claude Booth. They'll hand it off to Booth. No, Laughlin going to keep it himself. Has the 35 and then spun down at about the 33-yard line. Knifing in to make the play, Kane Duff. Well, it looked like there's going to be a huge hole there for Laughlin. And they'll give Laughlin all the way down to the 32, so give him almost 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. 4:10 left in quarter number 1. Booth this time will keep it. Gets a block from Skinner. Burrows inside the 30 down to the 29. Lost the ball momentarily, but got it back. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. Play Funkhauser in on the stop. Funkhauser and Kane Duff. And well, I'll tell you what, again, you better have some rocks in your pockets and be ready to get a pow when you've got Sean-Claude Booth coming at you. 3:45 left in quarter number 1. Pistol formation. Now Bernard Bailey in motion. You're going to run an option with Bailey. Late pitch. Bernard cuts it back inside and only gets down to the 29-yard line. Well-designed play, but good credit to Funkhauser on the defensive side to come up and make the play. Otherwise, Bailey has got the first down or more. So it'll be 4th down and about a yard now for Mangum. And obviously they will go for it, trailing 8-0 with 3:15 left in quarter number 1. Shotgun formation. Laughlin keeps the football himself, weaves his way through traffic, and he'll get the first down inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line. Colton Laughlin, nice run there, getting it done with his feet. Chad Norman in on the stop, but again, Mangum picks up the first down. They will move the chains with 3:05 left in quarter number 1. Dickey here on the near side. Booth in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Sean-Claude. Weaves his way along the line of scrimmage, and then he'll get knocked down right there. As Funkhauser in on the stop. Duff over the top. Good sportsmanship there between Duff and Booth. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Mangum going hurry up the entire first quarter. 2:40 in the clock running here in quarter number 1. Tigers have been stymied twice offensively and had to punt. Then an interception by Perry, taking it inside Hobart territory. 2nd down and 10. Pass out in the flat, caught by Warner. Looks for a block and then hesitates and picks up maybe 2 yards. Shoved out of bounds across the way by Chad Norman. Got some help as well from Matthew Molina. A gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7. Clock running with 2:20 left here in quarter number 1. And good patience that time by Jalen Warner. He just couldn't get anybody to help him pick up a block. He's stringing that out for as long as he could. And get part of it here, and you know it's 4-down territory. They'll fake the same play out in the flat. Now they're going to go deep into the end zone. Pass is off the hands of a diving Mangum wide receiver. That's Brooks Cross. Cross had a step on the defender, and the pass hit him in the hands, but he couldn't hold on. So it'll be 4th down and 7 now for Mangum. And stops the clock with 2:17 left in quarter number 1. 8-0 our score. And a timeout going to be taken by the Tigers. 2:17 left in the first. 8-0. Hobart on top. It's Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy. So they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
Critical play here on 4th down for the Mangum Tigers as they trail 8-0, 2:17 left in quarter number 1, and they face a 4th down and 7. Got the ball on an interception by Brett Perry, and Mangum picked up 1 first down on this drive as they went for it on 4th down, going for it again on 4th down here. Laughlin from the shotgun, empty backfield. 2 wide receivers to the 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Colton wants to throw. Flush from the pocket. Now rolls, throws, end zone. Got Warner. Jalen. Catch! Touchdown! Jalen Warner! Oh, what a great play there by, first of all, Colton Laughlin to keep the play alive. And then Warner going with his quarterback, following him across the field, finding a spot in the end zone and making the catch for the score. And with 2:07 left in period number 1, Mangum trails 8-6, and they're going to go for 2 right here. And I love the way that Warner simply mirrored his quarterback, followed him across the field, and Colton, with his eyes on him the entire time, made the catch of the end zone for the score. Here's the kick now by Jalen. Line drive that's no good, wide right. But Mangum gets on the board. 2:07 left in period number 1. It's Hobart 8, Mangum 6, and we're Classic Hits 97.7.
There's only one place for the best selection of items for Mangum's homecoming. It's Flowers Unlimited at 113 South Oklahoma. Your choices include 7 different mums starting at $18.95, 4 different garters starting at $12.95, several kinds of noise makers including the popular cowbell, lighted pom-poms, lighted jewelry, and candy snack packs. It's Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick. Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Back at the Liberty Bowl, got a good one going on here. 2:07 left in quarter number 1. Mangum taking advantage of the turnover. Brett Perry with the interception took it deep inside this Hobart territory, and Mangum converting 2 fourth down plays in this first quarter, and they get their first score of the night on the touchdown pass and catch from quarterback Colton Laughlin to his wide receiver Jalen Warner. Extra point no good, 8-6. Kickoff here, high end-over-end kick fielded by the upback at the 33. Takes it across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. And a nice return there. I believe on that return was Matthew Molina, and it was Molina who made the play. He took it across the 40 to the 42. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Stetson Ryan in on the stop for Mangum. Ryan getting help from Skylar Scott, and also in on the play for the Tigers, Quan Bailey. So it'll be 1st and 10, 42-yard line for Hobart. 2 minutes left of this first quarter of play. And again, I'd have to go back and look at the tape, but I thought in week 1, or the first game that we played here, that there was a tiger painted in the middle of the field. This week we've got an M out there, and the tiger actually is below the flag out there behind the goalpost. First down carry across the 45 out to the 46 and 47-yard line. Josh Molina. Molina working hard, spinning, and picking up about 6 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4, making the stop for the Tigers. Leighton Ketchum, first time we've talked about Ketchum this evening. Got some help as well from Jason Shandy. But again, a 6-yard carry, 2nd down and 4, a little quick hitter there. Hobart with 90 more seconds when they have the wind at their back. Let's see if they try to go up top one time before the period comes to a close. Down to 90 seconds left of the first. Single back look here, and keeping it Minor. Alec across the 50 inside Mangum territory down to the 49, and that's close to a first down. Let's see what kind of spot Alec gets here. And they're going to bring the chains out and measure? I believe they are. J.T. Schrum in on the stop there for Mangum. Sean-Claude Booth and Bernard Bailey as well. And no measurement. They're going to say that Minert was short by about a half yard. 50 seconds and running here in this first quarter of play. So third down and less than a yard for Minert. He'll quarterback sneak it and pick up the first. Adam Moore breaks the tackle. He's at the 40, 35-30, and tackled from behind. A touchdown-saving tackle there by J.T. Schrum. So Minert just was going to dive for that first down, kept his balance, and picked up a whole bunch more. In fact, 19 on the carry. Takes it all the way down to the 30 and picks up the first down for Hobart. So with 35 seconds left in the first quarter to play, up 8-6. Let's see if they don't take a shot over the top one time with the wind at the back. Minert instead going to hand the football off. It's on the ground, and Mangum had it, lost it, now they've got it again. Well, the mesh simply was not there between quarterback Alec Minert and Josh Molina. That ball on the ground for a long time. Leighton Ketchum tried to get it, and then finally falling on it. One of the big uglies up front, I believe it was Jason Shandy with the recover. Good job by Shandy. He was dandy. And Mangum will get it back. Second turnover of the night against Hobart. The Tigers will get the ball back with 23.7 left in quarter number one. Big turnover there. Wow. First and 10 now for the Tigers. Man in motion. Little toss sweep. They go to Perry. Brett trying to turn the corner. Looks for a block. Not going to get it. He's run out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Good pursuit that time down the line by three Hobart tacklers. Tevin Martinez leading the way, along with Matthew Molina and Matthew Funkhauser. Yeah, it was Matthew Molina and Josh Molina. So Molina squared on that one. Perry got out of bounds, so it stopped the clock with 16.6 left in the first. Second down and 10. Booth now right up the middle of the field. Sean-Claude across the 30, out to the 32 and 33-yard line. He'll get stopped there after a short gain. Give him about 3 on the play, and that will bring the first period to a close. So 12 minutes in the books. Got a good one going on here. They call this a Donnybrook. 8 on the board for Hobart, 6 for Mangum, and we're back to the Liberty Bowl for period number 2. After this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Second quarter about to get underway here at the Liberty Bowl. It's Hobart 8, Mangum 6, and on that Michael in the Morning radio program, Dean, have we heard the song from Sanford and Townsend Band called Smoke from a Distant Fire? We've played that. Well, we've got a smoke from a distant fire down here. And actually, when you first look up, you think, my goodness, what's on fire? But it's just the hamburgers that they're cooking down there. They got the ambulance nearby in case any industrial-like type accident occurs. And all I was trying to do is get in a free plug for Michael in the Morning, 6 to 9, here on Classic Hits 97.7. All right, third down, and we'll call it 7 now for the Tigers as they go now from right to left on your listening and viewing device. Laughlin going to roll out here on the near side, looks for a block, throws off the back foot, got a man open, that's Lopez, and Henry will drop the ball at the 30-yard line. Lopez adjusted well to the ball in flight, but couldn't corral it at the 30. And with that, Mangum will have to punt the football away. So Lopez had done a good job of getting behind the defense and just had a hard time of bringing that one in. So Laughlin going to punt the football away now on fourth down. Back to receive here in the middle of the field will be Luke Hollister. He is on the near side. And on the far side, you're going to find Josh Molina. Molina makes the catch on the run. He's got the 45, breaks it to the outside 50, 45, 40. Still on his feet at the 35 and knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Touchdown-saving tackle across the way made by Colton Laughlin, the punter. But an excellent return there by the up-back Josh Molina, catching that one on the run and then bouncing it to the outside. So it'll be 1st and 10. They said he stepped out at the 35. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 11:39 left of the first half of play. And it'll be Hobart going to the right end of your listening and or viewing device for the first time here this evening. Two wide receivers split out here on the near side. I formation. Minor going to go underneath center. Alec. And we're going to have 5-yard mark off here. Hobart not in sync there. Wasn't that Justin Timberlake's group in sync? False start. False start going to be called against Hobart. It'll set up a first down and 15. Justin Timberlake, wasn't he in sync? It was in sync, not 98 degrees. Nick Lachey was 98 degrees. All right. Boy, went a long way for that one, and it just... First down at 15 now. Ball back at the 40-yard line of Mangum. Hobart on top, 8-6, and they have the football. Deep handoff here. Chulamani breaking a couple of tackles, and I tell you what, Chulamani ready to go off to the races. He got knocked down at the original line of scrimmage to the 35, and the shoestring tackle there by Bernard Bailey sets up a 2nd down and 10. I mean, Chulamani was just getting wound up, and Bailey got a piece of the shoe, was able to knock Chulamani down. 2nd down and 10 now. Hollister going to split out here on the near side. He's going to be joined by Matthew Molina. I formation again, tight end on the strong side for Hobart. Inside handoff, Chulamani gets a big block, 30. Still on his feet at the 25, cuts it back inside. A little patter to the 20, and then he runs into the tackler at the 18-yard line. As Trayvon Dickey will get credit for the tackle and also get some road rash on him. Another pickup of a first down for Hobart as they'll take it down to the 19-yard line of Mangum. 1st and 10 from there. 10:50 and the clock running here in this second quarter of play. So Hobart with a couple of turnovers tonight. And Mangum wouldn't mind if it was a Lionel Richie moment. Once, twice, 3 times a lady that they coughed it up again here. Toss sweep. Chulamani gets a block, cuts to the outside 15, now back at the inside 10. Still on his feet down to the 6-yard line. Another first down for Hobart. And Chulamani just running wild now for the Bearcats. Downfield making the stop for Mangum. It was Jason Shandy. J.J. Skinner down there as well. But 1st and goal now for Hobart. 10:25 and running in this first half of play. And Bearcats knocking on the door at the 6-yard line of Mangum. And you would think in a case like this is maybe where they feature Hollister, but Luke not out there. Instead, split out here on the near side. That's Mark Hollister. Toss sweep. Chulamani going to cut it back inside, and he'll score. Chulamani did a good job of reading that one. Went to the outside, got the block on the edge, and again put the foot in the ground and basically walked into the end zone from 6 yards away. And with 10:07 left here in the first half of play, Hobart on top 14-6. With the conversion on the way, and it looks like they'll kick this one this time. Of course, we thought that they were going to kick it last time, set up in the swinging gate formation, and Luke Minert bowled his way into the end zone as he had a collision at the goal line with Sean-Claude Booth. Well, no swinging gate here. They will line up and try the attempt with the left-footed Luke Hollister. Minert, the holder. Now getting himself set. Trying out the hand, snap is back, hold is true, kick is on its way, and it is up, and it is good. So with 10:07 left in the first half of play, Hobart back on top by a pair of scores, 15-6 over Mangum. Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night. Or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
All right, back at the Liberty Bowl. 10:07 left of the first half of play. Hobart on top, 15-6 over Mangum. I'm Michael Barnes, videographer this evening is Deanne. How's that going over there? All right, fantastic. Getting the thumbs up sign. By the way, I have to pay her double what I pay Justin O'Neill. And, you know, I don't mind that at all because I don't pay Justin a darn thing. I shouldn't have admitted that. I should have waited until after the ball game to let you know what the pay scale was here. All right, so Hollister will kick off into the wind for the first time tonight. A little short end-over-end kick. Calling for the Bearcats and sliding and making it at the 40-yard line will be Bernard Bailey. It's a good job by Bailey to recognize that ball was going to hang up in the air. He called for the fair catch and then made the catch. A little sliding stop there, kind of like the play made yesterday by Victoria Geralds at third base for the Mangum Lady Tigers in their quarterfinal softball game. 10:06 left here in the first half of play. Hobart set to go to work, down 15-6. See what William Dickey and company dial up here. They'll split out here on the near side. Trayvon Dickey, Leighton Ketchum in the slot. Now both going to come here on the near side. Pistol formation. Perry, the tailback, they'll hand it off to Brett. Tries to turn the corner, gets a block at the 40, takes it out to the 44, burrows across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Hard running by Brett Perry. Perry picking up 8, almost 9 on the carry. It'll be second down and short. We'll call it 2nd and 2. 8 on the carry for Perry. In on the stop, Matthew Molina, along with Tevin Hernandez for Hobart. But Perry showing that power that he has. And after getting the initial hit at about the 43-44-yard line, he just simply pushed the pile and round through a couple of arm tackles. Second down and short. Perry going to go in motion now behind Booth. They'll hand it off to Sean Claude. First down and more. Booth inside Hobart territory. Down to the 48-yard line. Sean Claude Booth tackled by Luke Hollister and Tevin Hernandez. But they'll move the chains. And Hobart gets Mangum gets a fresh set of downs with 9:21 left here in the first half of play. And they trail 15-6. Ball setting at the 48-yard line of Hobart. Mangum a touchdown in the ball game. Came over the top on a 4th down play. As Colton Laughlin connected with Jalen Warner for the score. I formation, if you will, from the shotgun formation. Turn, handed off to Perry. Big hole left side. Brett inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. He'll pick up 9 on the carry, and that'll set up a 2nd down and 1. In on the stop, Tristan Gamble. Gamble losing his hat, so he'll have to set out a play. But again, Brett Perry, big hole there on that left side, and picks up the first down. So 2nd down and 1. Mangum down 15-6, 8:40 and running in the first half of play. High snap, corralled by Laughlin, and he will go to Booth. And Sean Claude bowling balls over Trey Jones that time. Jones going to get credit for the tackle, but he got pounded for his efforts. Booth picks up the first down inside the 35 to the 34. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Clock running, 8:30 left in this first half of play. So the Tigers like to do a couple of things here. Obviously score points and take time off the clock in the process. Laughlin hands it off to Perry. Brett tries to turn the corner, stiff arm, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Boy, a double stiff arm as he got Chulamani once and then got him again. And good sportsmanship there between Chulamani and Perry as they slap hands after the play. Actually, they gave Perry about a yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. Brett may want to look into boxing. A couple of good shots right there. Short jabs. 8:14 left of the first half of play. Perry in the pistol formation behind Laughlin. Colton, inside handoff. Warner tries to turn the corner. Strung out nicely, though, by Luke Hollister. And Jalen will lose a yard back to the original line of scrimmage, and that sets up a 3rd down and 10. Going to get a timeout here from Mangum. Coach Dickey not happy with his club at all. 8:01 left of the first half of play, 15-6. Mangum trailing They got a 3rd and 10 when you come back. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum is Tiger proud. When you need a reliable used vehicle, just visit Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Louis Tittle Avenue in Mangum. Owner Jamie Turner has many years of experience in the auto sales business. Jamie or Lacey Del Tepper will help arrange financing through area banks and credit unions. Get a good vehicle and save money at Jamie's Auto in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Louis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 10 now for Mangum from the 35-yard line of Hobart. 8:01 left in the first half of play. Bearcats in front of the Tigers 15-6. You got to believe, with the wind at their back, this is 4-down territory for Mangum. Pistol formation, long time on the snap count. Now Laughlin will roll here to the near side, flush from the pocket, dumps it inside to Perry. One man to beat. Brett at the 35-30, still on his feet, gets a block at the 25. He's at the 20, at the 15, the 10, 5, and dives for the end zone. Does he get in? No, he stepped out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Brett Perry, a little two-step, a little do-si-do, and trying to get into the end zone, but the official said he stepped on the line at about the 2. It'll be 1st and goal from there, but what a great run by Brett Perry. Perry, patient as well, got a great block from Leighton Ketchum, not once but twice. Ketchum the first block, and then Brett got on his backside and kind of followed him towards the corner of the end zone. So 1st and goal now for the Tigers. 7:44 left in the first half of play. 15-6. Let's see what Coach Dickey dials up here. Laughlin going to go underneath center. How unusual is that? They'll spread it out to the right side. Colton going to quarterback sneak. Does he dive into the end zone? He does for the score. Colton Laughlin with the touchdown from 2 yards away. 7:39 left in the first half of play. And we've got a good one going on here. It's now 15-12. Mangum down by 3, and obviously you're going to go for 2 right here. So Mangum underneath center that time with Laughlin. They spread out the defense, put 3 wide receivers up top, 2 down here on the near side, and then let Colton go to work, kind of like Tom Brady does for the New England Patriots. And here's our New England Patriot mention of the night. Thank you. Warner in the slot to the right side. Leighton Ketchum up top. 2 receivers here on the near side. Now Perry going to go in motion. Toss sweep to Brett. Brett wants to throw. Laughlin wide open in the corner of the end zone. 2-point conversion. Well designed. We mentioned New England and Tom Brady. He didn't make the catch in the Super Bowl. And the backup quarterback for New England did, and this one's going to get waved off. Wow. All that excitement, and it's not going to count. Personal foul. Shot block going to be called on Mangum. So the 2-point conversion will not count. And now what do you do if you are Mangum? Now this is a long 2-point conversion to pick up. Ball all the way out to the 17-yard line. And wind at the back. I don't know that you don't try to kick this thing. So basically what you've got here is a goal-to-goal situation. You got to be in the end zone. 17 yards away, the line of scrimmage. So Coach Dickey says, let's go for 2 again. Boy, you hate to lose that play because that's going to be in everybody's scouting reports and not get anything out of it. Well designed. So they'll go pistol now. Laughlin rolling here on the near side. Looks in the middle of the field for Dickey, and that one through the hands of one of the Hobart defenders. That was Trey Jones who had it. And he tipped it away from William Dickey. So the 2-point conversion, no good. 7:39 left in the half. Hobart 15, Mangum 12 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offers government-sponsored apartments for persons 62 and older and people with Social Security. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 782-2452 for more information. 782-2452. The Mangum Golden Age Apartments.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
Well, the Tigers and the Bearcats hooked up in a good one here at the Liberty Bowl. As we have 7:39 left in the first half of play, 15-12. Mangum trailing Hobart, both teams with 2 touchdowns, a 2-point conversion by Hobart, and kicking the extra point. Mangum 0 for 2 on their conversions. There's your difference in the ball game. So set to kick the football away for Mangum will be Jalen Warner. And back to receive in the middle of the field, Luke Hollister. Simon Chulamani here on the near side, and up top you've got Josh Molina. Let's see if Warner didn't try to bang this one through the end zone. Strong wind at his back. Warner, high end over end kick. And Hollister will watch it sail into the end zone. That is a touchback. And it'll be 1st and 10. Football at the 20-yard line of this group from Hobart. A couple of turnovers in the ball game for the Bearcats, and one led to a touchdown. Brett Perry, a marvelous interception and return deep inside Hobart territory. Mangum picking up 2 first downs on 4th down. In fact, the second one wasn't actually a first down. It was a touchdown. Converted on 2 fourth-down situations. Got their first score of the night on the pass over the top. And a great pass and catch from Colton Laughlin to Jalen Warner. And then Brett Perry, big run taking the ball inside the 3-yard line. Set up a 1st and goal for the second touchdown that Colton Laughlin took into the end zone. Minert now, little pass out in the flat, dump pass, caught here on the near side by Molina. Molina working his way through traffic, ran into his own man at about the 25-yard line. Otherwise, he is off to the races. Molina, kind of a Barry Sanders type move there as he went all the way across the field, came back and picked up 5.5 on the play. And again, Jason Shandy going to get credit for the tackle, but actually it was one of the big old linemen there for Hobart that slowed down Molina. So it'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 5. Ball just outside the 25-yard line. Line to make the 30. Toss sweep to Chulamani. Cuts it at the 30. Still on his feet. 35-40. Now loses the football. Mangum looking for it, and they've got it. So the 3rd turnover of the night. Going to give the football back to the Mangum Tigers. Bernard Bailey coming up with a loose football. And Mangum an opportunity to take the lead with 6:54 left in the first half of play. So Chulamani, a little bowling ball type runner. I mean, he is fire plug all the way, but carrying that ball out there away from his body, and one of the Mangum tacklers able to slap it free, and Bailey gets on it for the recovery, and with 6:54 left in the first half, Mangum now the short field at the 37-yard line of Hobart. Pistol formation here. Now Booth going to come on the near side. The tailback is Perry. They'll hand it off to Brett. Brett gets a block, has the 35 down to the 34-yard line, and he'll gain 3 on the play. Sets up a 2nd down and 7 in on the stop. Clayton Underwood got help from Kane Duff as well. But again, nice gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 34. 6:30 in the clock, rolling the first half of play. So again, tick, 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 tick. Run time off the clock if you're Mangum. Don't give Hobart the football and get points before the half comes to an end. There's Sean Claude right up the middle of the field. He'll get to the 31 and no more. Booth running into a wall. Sean Claude will set up a 3rd down at about 3.5 or so for Mangum. And Booth had a little bit of room. It closed quickly. Kane Duff in there along with Chad Norman. They stood up, Booth, and a bunch of guys in gold hats and white shirts came and put a hat on him as well. So 3rd down, obviously 4-down territory here. Booth going to come to the near side on the pistol formation. Handed off to Brett Perry inside the 30, banging off tacklers and takes it down to about the 27-yard line. I don't know, call him at the 27 and a half. That's shy of a first down by about a half yard. Fourth and that much for Mangum with 5:25 left of the first half of play. And again, Matthew Molina in on the stop for the Bearcats. Clock running with 5:15 left of the first half of play. Let's see what Coach Dickey will dial up here. Going to spread everything out. Last time they did this, it was a 2-yard touchdown run for Laughlin, but he was underneath center. Well, now he's going to go underneath center again. Quick count. Colton going to push the pile, pick up the first down to the 25-yard line. Great job by Colton Laughlin that time to pick up the first down behind the Big Uglies. Leading the charge there, Corbin McGill on that right side. And the first down indeed picked up by Laughlin. He's got it just inside the 25 with 4:55 and the clock running in the first half of play. So Mangum moving the sticks and keeping possession of the football. They trail 15-12. Pistol formation. This time the back going to be Booth. Ball on the ground. Low snap. Laughlin will pick it up. Scramble formation now. And Colton will fight his way back to about the 29-yard line. It is a loss of 4 on the play. It could have been a bunch more. Good job by Laughlin to pick up the ball in traffic and then make something out of nothing. They marked him down at the 30, so that'll set up a second down and 15. Second and 15 now for the Tigers. And that snap was just low and wide of the mark, and no opportunity there for Laughlin to come up with a loose football. It's been a long time in the huddle with this play call. All right, second down and 15. Don't have to get it all back on this one as you are inside Hobart territory. 3:55 and running. I think Mangum going to have to take a timeout. No, it'll be Hobart that takes their first time out of the night. 3:55 left of the first half of play. 15-12. Mangum trailing by 3. It's second and 15 for them when you come back on Classic Hits 97.7.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
All right, here we go. Second down and 15 now for Mangum. 3:55 left of the first half of play. And it'll be Hobart with the football at the 30-yard line. Let's see what they decide to do here. And going to go shotgun formation, toss sweep left side. Perry, Brett looking for a hole, gets it, 25. Still on his feet at the 20, runs over a tackler, and will be knocked down right at the 20-yard line. He knocked over Clay Funkhauser, but then got tackled down low by Tevin Hernandez, and he will be 5 yards shy of the first down. It'll be third down and 5 from the 20. 3:30, the clock running the first half of play. Were you able to figure out what was going on there? Okay. So here we go. Third down and 5. Again, toss sweep Perry. Brett at the 20. Met there. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet to the 15. He's got the first down as he is knocked out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Brett Perry dancing his way to that first down. In on the stop, Hernandez and Matthew Molina. But again, Brett Perry hard running and a first down. They move the 6 with 3:13 left of the first half of play. 15-12. Mangum on top. Looks like one of the Bearcats. Yeah, maybe he's just fixing stuff. And Tevin Hernandez, who was in on that stop, has quite a collision. Hernandez trying to put things back together. Tevin a little bit wobbly as we get set for this 1st and 10 play. 1st and 10 now from the 14-yard line. Mangum trailing 15-12 with 3:13 left of the first half. Booth right up the middle of the field. Jean-Claude Booth into the end zone, untouched. Oh, what a block up front for Booth to spring him for the touchdown. And those Big Uglies getting it done that time. That was J.T. Schrum and Corbin McGill, and they had a hole that Deanne could have run through into the end zone. So from 14 yards away, Sean-Claude Booth with the score. And for the first time tonight, Mangum on top, 18-15, as they'll try the conversion here. And up by 3, obviously you kick to make it a 4-point game. Snap is back, hold is true, kick is blocked, and it'll stay 18-15. So 3:08 left in the first half of play. Mangum leading for the first time tonight. They've got 18, and Hobart's got 15. And this is Classic Hits 97.7.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Well, for the first time tonight, Mangum on top. They lead it with 3:08 left in the first half of play. It's 18-15. The Tigers by 3, and Jalen Warner set to kick it away. Warner high end over end kick. Coming up and fielding on the fly will be Hollister. 15-20. Comes to the near side, has the 30, looks for a block 35. He's out to the 40, cuts it back inside, and is finally knocked off his feet at about the 47-yard line. Bernard Bailey in on the stop. Got some help as well from Jason Shandy, but a nice return there by Luke Hollister to give his club excellent field position. Down by 3, 18-15. 2:59 shows on the clock here in this first half of play. There are so many smoke jokes I could go with. The burger guys continue to get it done down there on the right end of your viewing device. Somewhere Deep Purple has got that great guitar riff. Little smoke on the water. So 1st and 10 from the 47. Hobart goes to work. Toss sweep. It'll go to a new tailback in there. Across the 50 inside to Mangum territory goes Cade Lyons. Lyons, the sophomore, picking up 5 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Lyons taking the place of Simon Chulamani. Chulamani, the last time that Hobart had the football, fumbled, and it resulted in the 6 points for Mangum, giving the Tigers their first lead of the night. 2:30 left in the first half of play. Underneath center, Minert. Alec will hand it off again to Lyons right up the middle of the field. Boy, he'll get pounded as he got near the first down marker. Jason Shandy. Oh, what a hit right there. Hello, and welcome to varsity football, young man. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. J.J. Skinner and Jason Shandy. Woo! How do you like me now? Now, the official's going to take a timeout here and apparently measure, and they will measure. But I'm telling you, Mr. Lyons, he thought he had all kinds of room. And then suddenly, guys that are as tall as they are a square was in his way, and he wasn't going anywhere. I'm telling you, J.J. Skinner and Jason Shandy, wow, they block out the sun. Big old boys there. And Dean's like, yeah, make sure that I don't try to take any of their food away from them. So short of the first down by about a half yard is Hobart. Clock stopped momentarily. 2:14 left of the first half of play. And they'll reset the chains and then set the clock. 3rd down, less than a yard. Minert, don't be surprised if he doesn't try to quarterback it sneak here. And he does, and he'll pick up the first down diving across the 40 to the 39-yard line. So both quarterbacks long and strong, and both have run the quarterback sneak to success a couple of times here tonight. One of those by Colton Laughlin resulted in 6 points for his club. So they wind the clock. 2:05 left in the first half of play. 1st and 10 now for Hobart. They have the football at the Mangum 40-yard line, and they trail 18-15. Minert, toss sweep near side. Chulamani back in the lineup. Chulamani trying to break tackles. He'll get it inside the 40 down to the 39. Submarine stop there by, I think that was Jaden Rogers, maybe. Rogers into the ball game. Shandy there again, and got some help as well from Leighton Ketchum. Gain of 1 on the play, second down at 9. A minute 20 left of the first half of play. Did you ever get it to work? Okay. Here on the near side, Hollister, and they shut him down tonight so far, Mangum has. Wanting to run the football, Chilabani back hole left side, and another shoestring tackle made by Mangum. Good job there by the Tigers as the play finished off by Henry Lopez. But again, one of the big fellows down low, shutting Chilabani down before he could get real wound up. Sets up a 3rd down and 5. 50 seconds and running the first half of play. And there is only one timeout that has been used so far by Hobart. 3rd and 5. Let's see what they do here. They'll go back to Chilabani. Chilabani on the left side. He'll pick up the first down inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. That'll stop the clock momentarily. And again, Shandy in on the stop along with J.J. Skinner. 35 seconds left of the first half of play. And I'm a bit surprised the Bearcats haven't used a timeout. And the clock running. 30 seconds left of the first half. They've got 2 timeouts to the Bearcats, but clock just continues to wind, and they're in no hurry to get a playoff. 20 seconds now left in the first half of play. Minor dropping back to pass, flush from the pocket, looks in the middle of the field, and that ball is caught and tackled immediately. Was the running back, Josh Molina. Tackle made by Leighton Ketchum. Penalty flag on the play as well. Holding going to be called against Hobart. 11.7 left in the first half of play. 18-15. And well, you got it figured out, huh? Deanne has been struggling the entire first half trying to get the score and the down and distance on your screen on oksports.tv and on our Facebook Live page. And then suddenly, with a blink of an eye, it's working. You should have tried that Dream of Jeannie. I switched them out. Okay. Well, again, technology is great as long as it works. So the mark out the 10 here against Hobart. Move it back to the 47-yard line. Sets up a first at about 28, and they'll wind the clock. Minor underneath center. Simply going to hand the ball off and oh no, breaking tackle at the line of scrimmage. Look out now. Here on the near side comes Josh Molina. Molina inside the 20 down to the 23. He'll lose the football, but they said Molina was down when the ball came out. Another penalty flag on the play. Back here at about the 33, it's going to be a block in the back, and it's all going to be for naught because time has expired here in this first half of play. So Hobart will get the ball to begin the second half, and I say that. I'm going to get a sideline warning called on Mangum. They will wave that flag off, and that indeed is the end of the first half of play. So the Mangum Tigers falling behind early on, but fight their way back, taking advantage of a couple of turnovers by Hobart and turning them into 12 points. They lead here at the half, 18-15. Mangum on top at the intermission. Our halftime brought to us by Bratton Drug, and we'll return to the Liberty Bowl on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
The date for the big fall special sale at the Hobart Stockyards is set for Saturday, November 17th. You need wheat pasture calves or you want to sell some, call Rex. We're going to have lots of great consignments. Want to consign or ask questions? Rex's number 580-331-8547, 331-8547. Again, that big sale special sale Saturday, November 17th. We'll serve lunch, so write that date down. Saturday, November 17th, Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business and we sure appreciate your business.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
At the half.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At the half, the Mangum Tigers on top of the Hobart Bearcats, 18-15. Mangum trailing for the better part of the first half of play, but then getting a turnover late in that first half. Chilomani coughs up the football. Mangum recovers and scores a touchdown, and they lead at the half, 18-15. Mangum on top. Our halftime brought to us by Bratton Drug. We go to the scoreboard now. We can find out that Dale has beaten Silo in the 2A Fast Pitch State Championship Bowl game. Dale 2, Silo 1. So Dale wins it. They are the 2A state champions for the fast pitch season. Congratulations to Dale. Something tells me we will see them come slow pitch season in the fall. But again, Dale over Silo, 2-1. That in the championship bowl game of the 2A Fast Pitch Softball Tournament taking place at the ball fields in Shawnee. Now our halftime continues now, brought to us, of course, by our good friends over there at Bratton Drug. And we check scores from around the state. The number 7 team in 5A, Duncan all over Southeast, 45-0. That is a second quarter score. They are late in the first half. Altus, number 6, leading Noble 27-7. Altus in front of Noble 27-7. Walters on top of Healton. This is a first quarter score, 28-0. Walters out in front of Healton. Thing reset, and I had to wait and see who that was. All right, elsewhere, as we check scores from around the state of Oklahoma at different levels, 5A score out of Lawton MacArthur. Lawton Mac leading Western Heights 41-13. 41-13. Thomas was once ranked number 1 in Class A. They trail now at the half to Fairview, 13-7. That is a halftime score. Fairview out in front of Thomas. Thomas 3-2 coming into the ball game and in danger of being in 4th place in the district standings. And again, not that long ago, they were the number 1 team in Class A play. Or Class A play. Let's see if we can't go down to Class A and check some more scores for you here at the intermission with Mangum on top, 18-16, and we'll return to the Liberty Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy, so they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
And again, we're at the half of the Liberty Bowl. Mangum out in front of Hobart, 18-15 at the intermission. Elsewhere inside the district, it's a halftime score at Merritt, and the Bombers are in front of the Oilers 7-0. Frederick leading Merritt at the half, 7-0. Hollis with a 2-point lead over Sayre, 8-6. They've got 2 minutes left in the first half of play at Will Husband Stadium. Hollis 8, Sayre 6. Elsewhere inside A2 district play, they've gone to the half at Cordell, and the Blue Devils lead Hinton 7-0. That is a halftime score. Cordell leading Hinton 7-0. Apache in front of Velma Alma. First quarter score there, 19-0. Apache out in front of Velma Alma. Ringling and Dibble scoreless at the intermission. Ringling Dibble, no score there. Cash at number 2 in the poll, leading Oklahoma Christian Academy at the half. It's 40-7. Cash and the number 2 ranked team out in front. Oklahoma Bible undefeated on the year, leading O'Keene 20-0. It's Oklahoma Bible 20, O'Keene nothing. That is a halftime score. Also at the half, Texoma out in front of Moreland 26-0. The Red Devils of Texoma leading the Bearcats of Moreland 26-0. That is at the intermission. No surprise here, the number 1 team in Class A, Hooker, all over Wally Ward, June, and the Beaver. It's 52-0. Hooker leading the Dusters. That is a second quarter score. At the half, Mangum 18 and 15 on the board for Hobart. More scores coming up at the half with Hobart and Mangum. Our halftime brought to us by our good friends at Bratton Drug, and we're back to the Liberty Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
There's only one place for the best selection of items for Mangum's homecoming. It's Flowers Unlimited at 113 South Oklahoma. Your choices include 7 different mums starting at $18.95, 4 different garters starting at $12.95, several kinds of noisemakers including the popular cowbell, lighted pom-poms, lighted jewelry, and candy snack packs. It's Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Halftime from the Liberty Bowl, 18-15. Mangum 3-point lead over Hobart. At the intermission, let's check 8-man scores. Snyder trying to stay undefeated. They trail, though, Alec with a minute left in the first half of play. Alec in front of Snyder, 18-16. That is an 8-man game going on over at Snyder. No surprise here. Shattuck set to 45 Turpin. The Indians leading the Cardinals 45-0. 2 minutes left in the first half of play. Shattuck going to get a 45 in that one. How about this? This is one that comes as a surprise in 8-man play. Burns Flat Dill City leading Carnegie with 4 minutes left in the first half. Burns Flat Dill City 38, Carnegie 14, and again, that is late in the first half of play. Carnegie trailing Burns Flat Dill City. The Eagles have struggled throughout the season, but turning it on here this evening. All right, let's go to Class C football. Medford leading Blue Jacket 48-0. That'll be a 45 ball game at the end of the intermission. Also, Grandfield trailing Maysville 26-0. That is at the half. Maysville in front of Grandfield. Sharon Mutual, the Trojan Men, lead the number 1 team in Class C, Pond Creek Hunter. It is 16-12. Sharon Mutual in front of Pond Creek Hunter in the all-hyphen bowl game. Corn Bible Academy and Thackerville are scoreless. That ball game in the first half of play. And no score on that game from Mountain View, Godebo, and Tipton. Mountain View, Godebo, and Tipton in a battle of top 10 teams in Class C play. Here it is 18-15, Mangum leading at the intermission all over Hobart, and we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Our halftime brought to us by Bratton Drug. Thank you to them for sponsoring our halftime here on Classic Hits 97.7 on OKSports.tv and also on Facebook. Go to our Facebook page, Classic Hits 97.7, and you can check it out there. Let's go to the Major League Baseball playoffs here at the half, and we see where the Houston Astros, the defending World Series Houston Astros, pummel Cleveland in game number 1, 7-2. The final score there, George Springer hitting one of 4 home runs in the ballgame for this group from Houston. So Springer a home run, 1 of 4. Bregman hits a home run as well in the ballgame. Jose Altuve hit one 365 feet. And again, it's a 7-2 win for Houston over Cleveland in the first game of the ALDS. That is a best-of-5 series. Also, we can tell you that it is, what inning is it now? It is in the top of the 5th inning, and Boston out on top of New York, 5-0. 5-0. Boston leading New York in the 5th inning. And they have just finished the top half of the 5th. Boston will come to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Milwaukee Brewers now 2 games up on the Colorado Rockies. They beat the Rockies earlier today, 4-0. So Milwaukee a game away from advancing to the National League Championship Finals. Milwaukee 4, the Rockies 0. And Milwaukee leads that best-of-5 series 2-0. LA out in front of the Braves 1-0 in the other ALDS. This will get underway in a few minutes. The Dodgers and the Braves playing at Chavez Ravine. And again, the Dodgers winning last night. They lead that series 1-0. At the half, Mangum leading 18-15 over this group from Hobart. Our halftime brought to us by Bratton Drug, and we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum is Tiger proud. When you need a reliable used vehicle, just visit Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Louis Tittle Avenue in Mangum. Owner Jamie Turner has many years of experience in the auto sales business. Jamie or Lacey Del Tepper will help arrange financing through area banks and credit unions. Get a good vehicle and save money at Jamie's Auto in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Louis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offers government-sponsored apartments for persons 62 and older and people with Social Security. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 782-2452 for more information. 782-2452. The Mangum Golden Age Apartments.
Mangum on top of Hobart 18-15 at the half. They've got the punt, pass, and kick competition going on here at the Liberty Bowl after both bands performing here at halftime and both doing a great job, both Mangum and Hobart performing here at the competition. Football games being played tonight. Georgia Tech, the Ramblin' Wreck, all over Louisville in the third period. 4:19 left. Georgia Tech 45, Louisville 17. They have gone to the second quarter out at Utah. Brigham Young and Utah State scoreless at the intermission. Brigham Young and Utah State. Probably going to be a difficult day tomorrow, Saturday, for anybody to pick up any ground on number 1 Alabama as they take on the Arkansas Razorbacks in the SEC, and Arkansas is just bad. So Alabama may hang half 100 on the Razorbacks tomorrow in the SEC. Playing a game down at the Cotton Bowl tomorrow. They call this the Red River Shootout, and for good reason. It'll be Oklahoma and Texas tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Oklahoma and Texas squaring off. Again, I will say it right now. I've said it on my show, Michael in the Morning, 6 to 9, Monday through Friday. Classic Hits 97.7, free plug. That we think that Oklahoma will blow out Texas tomorrow. They're making a big deal out of the fact that both teams ranked in the top 25, but I'm just not buying it with the Longhorns. They may prove me different tomorrow, but I don't think so. And I think Oklahoma wins this big. Kyler Murray, another big game tomorrow for the Sooners. And again, that one kicks off at 11. Meantime, Oklahoma State will be in action. They'll be back at the friendly confines of Lewis Field. Can we still call it that, or do we have to do it with the Boone Pickens thing? I'm calling it Lewis Field. And Stillwater, as Oklahoma State will entertain Iowa State in a bowl game that kicks off at 2:30. Mangum on top here. It is 18-15. Mangum leading as they lead it at the intermission. And earlier, if you missed it at the beginning of our halftime show, brought to you by the good folks over at Bratton Drug, Dale won the fast pitch softball tournament at Shawnee earlier this evening as they beat Silo by a final score of 2-1. So congratulations to the Lady Pirates. And I'm just telling you right now, here on the 5th day of October, 2018, come state slow pitch softball tournament time this spring, Dale, Mangum, they'll be there. You can book it right now. Halftime, it is, 2-1, yeah. It is. Thank you, Mr. Reese. We appreciate that. At the half, Mangum on top, 18-15. We're back after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
The date for the big fall special sale at the Hobart Stockyards is set for Saturday, November 17th. You need to wheat pasture calves or you want to sell some, call Rex. We're going to have lots of great consignments. Want to consign or ask questions? Rex's number 580-331-8547, 331-8547. Again, that big sale, special sale, Saturday, November 17th. We'll serve lunch, so write that date down. Saturday, November 17th, Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business and we sure appreciate your business.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
Our halftime brought to us by the good folks at Bratton Drug. Thank them for our halftime activities. Third quarter is set to get underway. Mangum on top 18-15. They will kick the football away here to begin the third quarter to Hobart. Third quarter brought to us by 333 Dental of Mangum. Line drive kick, and this one is going to stop before it starts. Mangum was offsides, and it was pretty easy to see there. So Mangum will entertain Hinton next week here at home, and actually have Hinton and Merritt at home the next 2 weeks. We go to Sayre in week number 9 and close out the regular season at home against Cordell. So just one more road trip on the year for the Mangum Tigers. So that 5-yard mark off against Mangum to begin the third period of play, and an inauspicious beginning as well for Mangum. Not what they were looking for here. It was one of the kids here on the near side, and well, you get excited, you want to make a play, and cross the line too soon. So Jalen Warner will re-tee now from his own 35. High end-over-end kick into no man's land. Coming up and making the play at the 23-yard line is Hollister. He's got the 30, 35, and out to the 40-yard line, pushing the pile, still on his feet to the 42 and 43-yard line. And finally, they will whistle things dead at about the 43. And it'll look like a Jets and Sharks situation there. Guys pushing, shoving, and woofing a little bit at the end. They'll say that Hollister's forward progress was the 42, so it'll be 1st and 10 from there. Great field position now to begin the third quarter of play for Hobart. Bearcats trailing 18-15 as we begin this third period of play, and then smoke continues to waft away down there on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. Minert underneath center. He'll go with an I formation. Chilomani is the tailback. They'll hand it off to Simon. Simon spins his way across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 45. It'll be second down from there. Gain of 3. Second down and 7. Jason Shandy in on the stop for the Tigers. Elijah Bernal as well. Elijah's had a nice night here tonight for Mangum. He'll sit down now. Also, we had a number change for Hobart. Caden Shoffley went from number 60 to number 13. You'll like that. Toss sweep, right side. Chilomani tries to turn the corner. Ball strung out, and a good job that time defensively by Mangum. Yes, stringing out the play across the way was Leighton Ketchum. Ketchum went right down the line, took on the blocker. It was the big old tight end, Kane Duff, and maybe a half yard on the play, just in outside the 45-yard line. The line to make for a first down is the 48 of Mangum, so it sets up a third down and 7. 11-11 left here in this third quarter of play. Clock stopped on the out-of-bounds play. So third down and 7, shotgun formation for Minard. He's not been there too many times. Alec, slip screen here on the near side. Hollister, 50, 45, and he'll pick up the first down. And Elijah Bernal in on the stop. They marked him down at the 46, but again, that'll be enough for a first down inside Mangum territory. So Bernal coming out of nowhere to make the tackle on Hollister. And Hollister, big kid, we talked about him, 6'4", probably 210, 215 pounds. He is a load when he gets wound up like that. 10:55 and running here in the third, brought to us by 333 Dental in Mangum. So first and 10, single back look now for Hobart. That'll be Josh Molina. Molina going to get the handoff and sidesteps the tackler, but then gets popped by Bernal as he gets it to the 45-yard line and no more. Down low for Mangum, J.J. Skinner. Skinner made the running back pop out of there, and it's Molina, and then there's Bernal to smack him as he got to the 45. So it brings up a third down, or a second down, I should say. Second down and 9 after the 1-yard gain. 10:15 of the clock running here in the third, and Mangum on top by 3, 18-15. Tigers trying to go to 2-1 inside the district and would drop Hobart to 2-1. Minert going to keep it himself and takes it inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Making the play for Mangum was J.J. Skinner. That's a whole lot of play being made right there. Positive yardage for Minert. He'll take it inside the 40, and it brings up a third down and short 4, long 3. And I don't know, are they able to see on the screen? Can they see that smoke going by, or is it too thin by the time it gets to us? I was going to say, because at times that smoke is almost heavy. I formation here. Chilomani sidesteps a tackler at the line of scrimmage. He'll get hit from behind by Elijah Bernal. And Mangum pointing like that's not going to be a first down, and they're right. It'll be fourth down and 1. Bernal in on the stop. Sean-Claude Booth helping out as well. So it's fourth down and 1 for Hobart. 9:05 left here in the third period of play. Ball setting at the 38. The line to make just inside the 37. So this is a long one here for Hobart. They've gone to the quarterback sneak a couple of times in similar situations. High formation. Minert underneath center. He'll turn, toss it. Chilomani got the first down inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Jalen Warner on the stop, but what's it? And that was not Chilomani. That was Lyons instead. Cade Lyons. So Lyons showing good footwork there. Avoided a tackler at the line of scrimmage and put on a burst of speed to pick up the first down to the 34. So Hobart picking it up on a fourth down situation. Get a new set of downs with 8:30 left here in this third frame. Luke Hollister split out to the far side. And again, boy, you just hold your breath with him. Wind at the back of Hobart. See if Minert takes advantage. He looks out there. One-on-one coverage. Minert wants to roll out. Does. Plenty of time in the pocket. Goes across the middle. Hollister open. Catch. Touchdown. You could just kind of tell that it was coming. Only so long that you can avoid Luke Hollister in that tall frame. Brett Perry had coverage in that Tampa 2 over the top look, but a perfectly thrown ball by quarterback Alec Minert, and he hit Hollister in stride for the easy pitch and catch from 34 yards away. And now Hobart back on top, 21-18. The extra point on the way from Hollister. You could tell Minert came to the line of scrimmage. He checked off Hollister, looked his way, and then had plenty of time to deliver the football in a perfect pass. Hollister's extra point is up and good. And with 8:12 left here in the third, Hobart back on top. They lead the Mangum Tigers 22-18. Classic Hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Well, a nice return of the kickoff to begin the third quarter of play by Luke Hollister. And then Hollister catches the touchdown play to end the drive. Hobart back on top of Mangum now, 22-18 with 8:12 left here in this third quarter of play. Luke going to kick the football away here. It'll go on the far side on the hop, picked up at the 5-yard line by Dickey. Trey looking for a block, turns at the 6 and gets no more. Boy, Dickey running side to side, not getting upfield, and it's going to be a long field now for Mangum. So Dickey catches that ball all the way across the field, comes to the near side, running lateral the entire time, and gets a yard out to the 6, and that is it. 1st and 10 for Mangum. Remember, they began the ball game in similar position. Had to punt the football into the wind. It was a short field for Hobart, and they took advantage. See if they can work out of the shadow of their own goalpost here. And actually mark the ball down at the 5, so it'll be 1st and 10 from there. Shotgun formation. Laughlin has the ball go through his hands. He's into the end zone, picks it up on the hop, fires, and the pass goes through the hands of Dickey at about the 10-yard line. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. That is the second errant snap of the evening for Mangum. The first one was low and outside. That one just simply over the head of Laughlin and into the end zone. So Mangum averting disaster there. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Hobart has committed 3 turnovers on the night, none so far for the Tigers, and now we get a stoppage of play. And I believe Chulamani's hat came off during the play, and Simon will have to go to the sidelines and be replaced. That Minert who came in for him, I believe it was. So 2nd down and 10, again shotgun. Turning and handing the ball off to Perry is the quarterback, Colton Laughlin, and Brett will work his way out to about the 10. So Perry will pick up 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 with 7:45 left in this third quarter of play. So a safe play there. You hand the ball off to Perry, give him a chance to get his Jets going and get positive yardage, pushing the pile down the field. 3rd down and 5 from the 10. Mangum needing a 1st down here in the worst kind of way. Laughlin wants to throw. Plenty of time now. Flush from the pocket. Got all kinds of room out on the edge. He'll throw on the run. Ball up for grabs and incomplete. Leighton Ketchum doing his best to play defense as he went through Matthew Molina to knock that football away. And Mangum may have gotten away with one there. Kind of a moot point. They're going to punt the football away anyhow. And all it would have done was maybe moved it back about 2.5 yards on the punt. So, well, actually 5. I guess they would have gotten half the distance. So, nonetheless, Mangum has to kick the football away. Laughlin only 10 yards deep here. Hollister back at his own 45, or on the 45-yard line of Mangum, rather. High end-over-end kick away from Hollister. Luke will field it back at the 47, retreat to the 40, looks for a block. That's in the back. That's an easy call there. 45-50. Hollister spins, has the 45 of Mangum down to the 42, but this one will come back. We've got yellow flags all over the place. One setting here at about the 44-yard line of Mangum, the other all the way back at the, or Hobart rather, at the 44 of Hobart. The other one all the way back at the 37-yard line. That is the one that the Tigers will take. And a block in the back will send this one back. So Hollister fielding it and retreating. And you try to set up blocks when you're the return guy on that deal, but you set up your blockers is what you do. You don't set the blocks up, you set up your blockers, because inevitably somebody from that angle is going to get a push in the back when you reverse all the way across the field and you take a big wide loop to do so. So instead of having it in Mangum territory, 1st and 10 at about the 47, ball going to be at the Hobart, or rather at the, Hobart 27-yard line, 1st and 10 from there. Bearcats on top. They lead it 22-18 with 6:59 left in quarter number 3. Our third quarter brought to us by 333 Dental of Mangum. I formation. Hobart, deep handoff here, and that'll go to the tailback across the 35 out to about the 36-yard line, and that is the sophomore Lions. We had a big run a moment ago. Cade picking up 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Simon Chulamani, who has had a difficult time holding on to the football tonight, put the ball on the ground a couple of times, has been replaced at the tailback position, at least for now, by the sophomore, Cade Lyons. 6:25 and running in the third quarter. Hobart with the ball and the lead. Lyons at the tailback slot. His fullback is Josh Molina. Well, inside handoff to Molina. Molina, little shake, bake across the 40, out to the 42, 43-yard line. So Molina picking up the first down and then some. And on the stop, Bernard Bailey got some help as well from JT Schrum, but not before the first down was picked up. One of the big fellas coming to the sidelines now, Jason Shandy. A little bit gassed right now. Going both ways. And he says, man, I need to sit down a little bit and give me a sip of some water or Gatorade here. So 1st and 10, ball at the 43 now of Hobart. Deep handoff here to Lyons. Cade, big hole right side across the 45. Tries to push the pile to the 46. He's not big enough to do that. They'll give him the 45 and no more. So a gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. 5:35 and running here in this third quarter of play. It's kind of a handy-dandy little thing that you do there. I mean, what do? You update the quarter, the score, and the down and distance? All right, very good. Our videographer. Do what now? And the possession? Okay. Shows who has possession. I like that. Stuff that you're seeing there on the OKSports.tv feed or on Facebook Live. 2nd down and 7. Toss sweep. Going to go right side. Lyons cuts it back in at the 50. 45 breaks a tackle at the 40. 35 and all the way down to the 32-yard line before he is knocked off his feet by Brett Perry and Henry Lopez. But boy, Lyons running hard, picking up big yardage. Instead, his knee touchdown at the 32. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Hobart now just kind of grinding out this third quarter of play. 5 minutes left of the frame. They lead by 4, 22-18, and in the middle of an impressive drive here. It'll be 1st and 10 for Minard and company. And Alec been in that shotgun formation most of the night. Wants to go inside handoff here. He does to his fullback. And weaving his way through traffic, Josh Molina still on his feet inside the 25 before he is thrown to the turf by Henry Lopez. That's going to be close to a first down. Well, it looked like Molina was going to get bottled up for maybe a yard or two, and suddenly he burst out of the pile and does indeed pick up the first down. So Hobart moving the sticks and moving down the field, leading by 4. 4:30 left here in the third. 22-18. Bearcats is putting it on the big old fellas up front. Hollister split out to the far side. And again, get some two-man coverage over the top. That's Perry on the inside. And on the outside, it'll be Dickey, but they'll run the football. And again, positive yardage by Molina. He got hit at the line of scrimmage by J.J. Skinner, but broke that tackle and picked up 5. Lopez again in on the stop. Got some help as well from Bernard Bailey, but positive yardage there. 2nd down and 5. 3:50 and running here in the third period of play. And Mangum has created 3 turnovers tonight against this group from Hobart. They would love to have number 4 right now. Toss sweep and goes to Lyons. Lyons on his feet inside the 15, down to about the 14, maybe even the 13-yard line. In on the stop, Jalen Warner, Colton Laughlin as well, but again, positive yardage for Lyons. He misses the first down by about a half yard. It'll be 3rd and that much inside the 15 at about the 14.5-yard line. 3:15, clock rolling, third quarter. Hobart leads by 4, trying to add to that here. I formation. And keeping it, Minert, he'll take it down to about the 10-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And I think he's just outside the 10, so it'll be a first down and 10, not a goal-to-goal situation. Shandy in on the stop, but again, the first down picked up. So it'll be 1st and 10, just outside the 10. 3:50 running here in the third quarter, brought to us by 333 Dental of Mangum. A methodical drive by Hobart. 2:45 left in the third quarter. Deep handoff, Lyons, big hole, left side, bounces it outside at the 5 and walks into the end zone for the score from 10 yards away. And with 2:42 left here in the third quarter of play, Hobart has extended the lead now to 10, 28-18 with the conversion on the way. Now that's an easy touchdown there for Cade Lyons. Little hop step to the outside when he got to the line of scrimmage and just went to the corner of the end zone. There wasn't anybody in a black shirt within a zip code. So Hollister to try to kick the extra point and make the lead 11. Minert the holder. Snap is good. Kick is true. And with 2:42 left here in period number 3, Hobart has come out and scored a couple of touchdowns to retake the lead in the third. 29-18. They lead Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy, so they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
Well, Hobart impressive here. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns to begin the third quarter of play. And now they've extended the lead to 11, 29-18. 2:42 left in the third. And it is certainly time for Mangum to answer. Hollister set to kick the football away. And one of the issues that Mangum had has been a long field. In fact, they have been deep in their territory both times they have had the ball offensively here in the second half of play. Hollister, end over end kick, and offside's going to be called on Hobart. So we saw that on Mangum to begin the second half of play. Now we'll get one against Hobart. Going to get a re-kick here. If you're just tuning in and missed it, Silo winning the 2A state fast pitch softball tournament. Or actually, Dale won that. I'm sorry. Dale winning it by a final score of 2-1 over Silo. 2-1 the final score there. Silo losing to Dale in the 2A state fast pitch softball tournament over at Shawnee. Checking scores from Class A around the state, we can tell you that it is now Cordell leading Hinton 13-8. They've gone to the fourth quarter. Cordell in front of Hinton 13-8. Also, it is Frederick shutting out Merritt in the third period, 21-0. Frederick leading Merritt 21-0. That is a third period score. Here it's 29-18, 2:40 left in the third, and kick into no man's land. Somebody in a black shirt got to go pick that up. It'll be Perry at the 15, and then Brett got to get swallowed up right there. Penalty flag will fly. Brett Perry knocked off his feet. Initial hit made by Garrett Hayworth, and we'll have to check that penalty, but it looks like it'll probably go against Mangum. I think I saw one of the officials show holding. Penalty flag setting at the 13. Whitehat going to show us, yes, a block in the back. So Mangum, I said they had bad field position each of their first two possessions. This is their second one. I didn't mean to be quite that clairvoyant, but indeed I was. So Mangum will go to work just outside the 5-yard line. Remember when they started their drive the first time here in this first half of play, or second half of play, it was at the 5-yard line. So familiar territory. Let's see if they can't do something a little bit more efficient with the ball this time. Trailing by 11, 29-18, 2:35 left in this third quarter of play. Leighton Ketchum going to split out here on the near side. Jalen Warner in the slot up top. He's joined by Bernard Bailey. Mangum going to run it, though, with Brett Perry. Even Perry trying to turn it to the outside. Won't get it done. He'll lose a couple of yards. As making the stop, Matthew Molina got some help from Kane Duff, and that'll bring up a second down and a dozen, and it'll create a timeout for Mangum. 2:21 left here in the third. They trailed 29-18. More Classic Hits, 97.7.
There's only one place for the best selection of items for Mangum's homecoming. It's Flowers Unlimited at 113 South Oklahoma. Your choices include 7 different mums starting at $18.95, 4 different garters starting at $12.95, several kinds of noise makers including the popular cowbell, lighted pom-poms, lighted jewelry, and candy snack packs. It's Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
All right, back at the Liberty Bowl, and it's 29-18. We can tell you it is now in the third quarter. Sayre leading Hollis 20-8. 20-8, third quarter score. Sayre out in front of Hollis as we check A2 scores. Cordell leading Hinton 13-8. They've gone to the fourth quarter there. And again, it is Frederick in the third, leading Merritt 21-0. The ball game's involving A2. William Dickey taking that time out there. There was something he did not like in the effort that time of his ball club and called the timeout, and they had a little bit of a, well, fellas, we're going to need to play a little bit better meeting. That's a good way of putting it, nice way of putting it, subtle way of putting it. 2:21 left here in the third. Mangum on the short end of the scoreboard. Inside handoff to Sean-Claude Booth. Back to the 5-yard line, carrying tacklers out to about the 7, maybe the 8-yard line. And that sets up a third down and a little bit more manageable third down for the Tigers at about 7 with 2 minutes left here in this third period of play. Actually gave Booth nearly the 9 on that play. Nonetheless, it'll be third down. We'll call it 7. Line to make for a first down just outside the 15. Again, they will spread the field, will the Tigers. Single back look, that's Booth. From the shotgun, rolling out near side. Laughlin, catch made by Warner. Jalen out to the 20, and that'll be good enough for a first down. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, Shoffley. They told us that. They switched it. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Thank you. We appreciate that. All right. Telefax, telephone, and tell somebody to come help us out there, and we did. Thank you to April Gerald for bringing us an update on a number change we talked about earlier with Hobart. Here comes Booth now after the first down, and Sean-Claude maybe to the 20 and no more. Booth going to get swallowed up almost immediately by Clayton Underwood. So a gain of about a yard, second down and 9. Minute 10 left here in the third quarter. Mangum trailing 29-18. Third period, as always, brought to us by 333 Dental here in Mangum, and we appreciate Dr. Lively and company. Colton Laughlin going to keep the football himself. Boy, he hopped over traffic and paid the price there, as putting his hat right in the middle of his chest was Tevin Hernandez. Laughlin slow to get up. He really got popped. Picked up maybe a yard or two out to the 24-yard line. Down to the 24. That'll bring up a third down from there. Third, and we'll call it 6. Well, you leave your feet, and I don't care how big you are, you lose that leverage. You take a hat in the middle of the chest, it'll hurt. Laughlin now going to bobble the snap. Colton under pressure throws. Jalen Warner can't make the catch. Pass incomplete. Late penalty flag going to fly. And boy, I tell you what, Mangum is going to get bailed out right here. Hernandez going to get called for roughing the passer. And Mangum going to get a pick up a first down on a penalty. First time that has happened tonight. Personal foul, roughing the passer, called against Hobart. And with 26 seconds left in the third quarter of play, Mangum getting a break right there. So all the way out to the 39-yard line, they will mark it off. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Hernandez frustrated by the call, but I believe it was the right one. Laughlin had let go of the football. So 1st and 10 now for Mangum, trailing by 11, 29-18. 26 seconds left here in the third. Shotgun formation, handoff Booth. Jean-Claude, big hole, 45-50, still on his feet, 45-40. Gets a block at the 35, cuts it back inside to the 30 and takes it all the way down to the 27-yard line. Jean-Claude Booth pulling his way down the field. Love that kid, Jean-Claude Booth. 15.8 left here in the third quarter of play, and his stride maybe is 6 inches in length. I mean, you talk about a penguin stride, and I love it. Jean-Claude going to get it again here. This time he'll take it inside the 25 down to about the 24, and a good job that time by Hobart to take the legs away from Jean-Claude Booth. Shoffley in on the stop. Got some help as well from Clayton Underwood. That'll wind up period number 3, brought to you by 330 Dental. The 333 Dental, the fourth and final frame coming up. Mangum trailing 29-18. Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick. Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
And we certainly do thank those folks over there for sponsoring our broadcast. Fourth quarter now, set to get underway. Great Plains Bank bringing it to you. Mangum trailing here. And a trick play. Colton Laughlin going to keep it. Takes it inside the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. But a penalty flag across the way. And I believe this is going to be an illegal shift called on Mangum. I don't think they got set prior to the snap of the football. 11:53 left in the fourth, 29-18. Mangum down by 11. The white hat going to come to the near side. That was one thing that freaked us out last week over at the Bomber Bowl, is we were on the backside of everything. And illegal shift will be the call. Get that proper angle here. So the mark-off will take it back to the 30-yard line. Line to make for a first down will be the 18, so it's second down and about a dozen. Mangum needing points this drive. They trail 29-18. 11:53 left in the ball game. And if memory serves me correct, all of the touchdowns for Hobart has been on that left end, have they not? I think that's right. So see if they can pick one up here if they're Mangum. Mangum on the jet sweep. Look at Perry with the move at the 15-5 and a touchdown, Brett Perry. How about that? Perry storing from 30 yards away, and Brett will make it a 29-24 ball game. Boy, Brett Perry exploding that time. Got a seam there on the left side, put his foot in the ground, and he was off to the races and nobody going to catch him. So Perry with the 30-yard romp and has brought Mangum to within a score, 29-24, 11:45 left in the ball game. Oh, got a dandy going on here at the Liberty Bowl on a football Friday night, week number 6. Now the big news is, what do you do if you're Mangum? Do you go for 2? And I believe they are, because Colton Laughlin just threw the kicking tee to the sidelines. Now you're down by 5, and you want to make it a field goal difference here. So they will go for 2, and I like this. Mangum from the shotgun. Laughlin wants to throw, fires across the middle, and Brett can't hold on to the football. Pass is incomplete. Great coverage inside by Hobart. So we've got 11:45 left in the fourth. Mangum has cut it to a 5-point deficit, 29 for Hobart, 24 for the Tigers. And we return after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Fourth quarter brought to us by Great Plains Bank. Mangum has cut it to a 5-point deficit as they trail Hobart 29-24. And I was talking to you about it right before the Brett Perry touchdown. I don't think Mangum, or rather Hobart, has scored points on the right end of your listening and or viewing device here tonight, and that's the direction they're headed in the fourth quarter. Most of the scoring, if not all of it, has taken place, well, with the exception of one touchdown caught by Jalen Warner in the end zone. I think everything has taken place on this left side. That fire continues to burn down there in the end zone. Well, back behind the end zone as the cooking continues. And I mean, we're at least 150, 200 yards away, and that's a big fire on a windy night. Warner puts a toe into it. He'll chase Hollister back to the 10. Luke to the 15, up the middle of the field, 20. Looks for a cut. Does it at the 25. For the corner at the 30, 35, 40. He's out to the 45, and now the 47 and 48-yard line. Late penalty flag will fly here, and I believe they're pointing at one of the Mangum players. Maybe they'll get a personal foul here. Hollister knocked off his feet at about the 49-yard line of Hobart. Boy, you hope that there's not additional yardage tacked on at the end of this, and there will be. A late push going to be called against one of the Tigers, personal foul. So not only does Hobart get good field position on the return by Hollister, now becomes great field position with the mark-off. And the official threw the flag at the 44, but they will mark it on from the end of the play, which was the 49. So this one going to go all the way down to the 36-yard line of Mangum. Very short field here for Hobart with 11:35 left of the ball game. And again, you get a little bit frustrated and you get yourself out of position and you make a mistake like that. And you hope like heck nobody in a striped shirt sees you, but they did. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Hobart. 36-yard line of Mangum. I formation. They'll toss it to Chilomani. He's got the 35. Still on his feet at the 30. Breaks it to the outside and is spun out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down. Making the play across the way for Mangum was Leighton Ketchum, and they said he stepped out at the 26. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 from there. Chilomani has done it all night long. And really, Lyons has as well as the tailback tonight. A two-man tandem for this group from Hobart. But it's a toss sweep that goes to the outside. Then they get to the edge. The edge is set by the blocker, and then they cut it back inside and pick up big yardage. So 2nd down and 1. Maybe a good time to go up top if you're Hobart. I formation. Wide receiver split to the near side. They'll keep it on the ground. First down and more going to be picked up by the fullback. Inside the 20. Down to about the 16-yard line will go Josh Molina. And Molina did a good job of just picking his way through traffic and got the first down. They will mark him down at the 16. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. So Hobart, 2 drives offensively tonight in this second half. They've scored on each. And on their third, they've got it 1st and 10 at the 16 of Mangum. And again, they'll go with the I formation. The up back, Molina, the tailback, Chilomani, they give it to the fullback. He'll make a move at the 10, break a tackle at the 5, skips into the end zone and will score. That is just a great effort by Josh Molina. Molina broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, made a little stutter step, broke somebody's ankles off, and then scooted into the end zone from 16 yards away. And boy, Hobart with the answer for Mangum. 35-24, the lead 11 with 10:57 left in the fourth period of play. And the extra point on the way. Let's see if they decide to go for 2. Well, it's 11. You get the 2-point conversion, make it 13. And you force Mangum not only to score a couple of touchdowns, but at least convert 1 extra point kicking or come up with a 2-point conversion. And now a delay of game, I believe, going to be called on, delay of game called on Hobart. A lot of confusion there. And sixth week of the season, and you've scored 5 touchdowns on the night. You'd think a little bit more fluid on this extra point attempt. So let's see if they still decide to go for 2. Remember, Mangum ran into a similar issue on one of their 2-point tries, although it was of a greater depth than this. Ball setting at the 7-yard line. Hollister split out here on the near side. Send a man in motion. Minert underneath center. Going to roll out. Backside pursuit from Bernal, and a great tackle by Bernard. Boy, Bernard came off the edge. Nobody picked him up and went down low and took the legs away from Alec Minert, and the 2-point conversion is no good. But with 10:57 left of the ball game, the lead 11. 35 on the board for Hobart and 24 for Mangum. Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Classic Hits 97.7. Fourth quarter brought to us by Great Plains Bank. And I know a lot of you are out there like one of my bosses, Ronnie Webb, there at the Department of Human Services. He and his lovely wife, Misty, they like to go back and watch replays of the ball game on oksports.tv, the YouTube page, or you can go to our Facebook Live page and watch any of the telecasts as well. And it's kind of a neat feature. I see the games live, and so I ought to go back and watch it. Maybe we need to start doing that instead of watching reruns of Southland and How to Get Away with Murder. Oh, really? Okay. I guess that's a big no. It's a good reason why we have two TVs in our home. All right, see what Mangum can do now as Hobart has retaken the lead by 11. 10:57 left of the ball game. Hollister, end-over-end kick. It'll chase Dickey over to the corner of the end zone, and he'll go into the end zone, picking it up, and that's an automatic touchback in Oklahoma. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Mangum as they'll go to work at their own 20-yard line, down by 11. So 3 offensive possessions here in this second half for Hobart, and they've converted on all 3. Mangum 1 of 2, trailing by 11, 35-24. 10:57 left of the ball game. Remember, we're right back here on Friday night of next week as Hinton will come to town. The Comets and the Tigers here on Classic Hits 97.7. 3 wide receivers here on the near side for Mangum. 1st and 10. Little shovel pass here to Perry. Brett trying to reverse field. Does. Turns it corner at the 20. He's got the 25, 30. Still on his feet at the 35 and steps out of bounds actually back at the 34-yard line. Brett Perry, though, he's got a lot of power, but he showed his speed there. Got to the edge and was able to pick up about 14 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Nice thing about that, it stops the clock with 10:47 remaining. Mangum on the short end of the scoreboard, 35-24. Laughlin hands the ball off. No, going to keep it himself on the run-pass option. Boy, he'll get pounded. Wishes now he had handed the ball off. Kane Duff with the tackle. Duff, big strong kid, and showed it right there. No gain on the play, maybe a loss of a half yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 10. Clock continues to wind. 10:25 left here in the ball game. From the shotgun, Laughlin. Again, the shovel pass here on the near side to Perry. Brett gets a block, turns it inside at the 35, breaks a couple of tackles, and squirts forward to the 38. So Perry picking up 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and manageable 6. The line to make the 44. Ball setting just outside the 35. Kane Duff in on another tackle for Hobart. Inside of 10 minutes, 9:55 and running here in the 4th. This may be 4-down territory for the Tigers. Bunch formation here on the near side. Perry moving up in the slot. They look his way, throw it to Warner instead. Jalen with the catch and the 1st down as he breaks tackles and then loses the football, and it's going to be recovered by Matthew Molina. Well, a great effort by Jalen Warner trying to pick extra yardage. He did, but then lost the football in the first turnover of the night. Going to give it back to Hobart. 9:39 left of the ball game. You can't fault Warner for the effort. And nowadays, I mean, that's what you do. And back in the day when I played, and I will tell you it was 40 years ago, we never thought about tackling the football. It was always the carrier. But now you stand guys up, and then people get in there and punch and slap and grab at the football, and that's exactly what happened there. So again, Hobart with a short field. They've had great field position all night long. Go to work from their own 45. Here's the toss to Lyons, and he'll pick up a couple of yards down to about the 48-yard line. Coming in to make the play for Mangum, J.J. Skinner. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. One thing that has been evident all night long, great sportsmanship by both ball clubs. It has been a head-knocking football game, and there have been some hellacious shots delivered by both clubs, but nobody taking umbrage with it. And it's just good old-fashioned country football. 2nd down and 7. Minor. Deep handoff, Chulamani at the 50 inside Mangum territory, down to about the 47-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. Chulamani on the carry. Bernard Bailey, Colton Laughlin in on the stop. Also Elijah Bernal. 3rd down, we'll call it 3.5 now. I know you don't have the half yardage thing on your deal, so we'll call it 3rd down and 4. Underneath center, Minard. Let's see if it's 4-down territory for the Bearcats. I formation, toss sweep near side. Chulamani picks up the 1st down to the 41-yard line as he is knocked down there by J.T. Schrum. Elijah Bernal with the initial hit, but again, Chulamani had picked up the 1st down by them. They will move the sticks, and that 4-down territory thing becomes a moot point. 8:25 and running in the 4th quarter of play. Mangum needing a stop. They turned the ball over a moment ago. Desperately need the football back. They need possessions now, down by 2 possessions. And Hobart in the middle of a drive. 4th quarter brought to us by Great Plains Bank here on Classic Hits 97.7 and our other platforms as well. Minert taking as much time off the play clock as he can. Now wants to throw. Pump fake, going to go deep. Corner of the end zone. Pass comes up short, and it is incomplete. Good job by Luke Hollister back there as he tore the football away from Brett Perry and Colton Laughlin. A great coverage downfield by Mangum as that was designed all the way for Hollister. Hollister headed for the corner of the end zone, and ball never got there. Had to come back, actually. And as we mentioned, play defense on Perry and Laughlin to keep the interception from occurring. 7:53 left of the ball game. 35-24. Mangum down by 11. Trying to keep from going 1-2 inside district play. Hobart trying to go 3-0. Deep handoff here to Lyons. Lyons weaves his way through traffic, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. He'll be short of a 1st down by a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 1 from just outside the 32. I tell you what, Lyons not a big kid, but Cade running hard, breaking tackles. And late in the ball game, you get tired defensively, and you try those arm tackles, and you've got a running back that has not played the entire ball game, just spot duty, fresh legs, and he'll run right through those arm tackles. 3rd down and 1. Inside handoff and breaking a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Josh Molina. Molina got the 1st down, more inside the 20, still on his feet at 25. Spins inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. Josh Molina. Little pinball action there. It looked like he was going to get it stopped in the backfield. J.J. Skinner put a paw on him, but couldn't control Molina. And Molina will get the 1st down, and they'll move the 6 with 7:04 remaining. Wow. Nice run by Molina. The fullback not only blocks, but he runs. 1st and 10 from the 16 now for the Bearcats. And go with the I formation, and again, Minert taking as much time off the play clock as he can. Lyons this time right up the middle of the field. He'll take it inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. Elijah Bernal going to get credit for another tackle. But positive yardage there. A pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6 for Hobart. And again, they just continue to control the football. This is their 4th possession of the second half. They scored on the first 3. 2nd down and 6. 6:20 left of the ball game. Split out here on the near side. You'll find Trey Jones. 2nd down and 6. Deep handoff, and boy, this time Lyons gets rocked in the backfield. Sean-Claude Booth says, "Hello, young man. I'm a senior. You're a sophomore. This is how upperclassmen play football." So a loss back to the, I don't know that he said all that, but it sounds good. I mean, Sean-Claude is an eloquent young man. Ball all the way back. He might have. All the way back now to the 16-yard line. Sets up a third down at about 9.5. Toss sweep near side. Lyons cuts it back inside. Got the 10. Still on his feet down to about the 7-yard line. Going to be short of a first down by about a half yard. He got spilled there by Brett Perry. Also in on the stop for the Tigers was J.T. Schrum. So it's a fourth down and about a half yard for Hobart. 35-24, 5:10 left, and looks like the Bearcats will go for it here, and why not? I don't know that a field goal helps you out all that much. They'll split out here on the near side, Mark Hollister, and go with an I formation. Look for a quarterback sneak. No, I'm going to keep it on the run-pass option. Will be Minert breaking a tackle at the 3 and then going into the end zone for the score. Alec Minert with the run from 6.5 yards away. And with 4:54 left of the ball game, Hobart now has made it a 17-point ball game. 41 for the Bearcats and 24 for Mangum. And Minert saw the goal line there. He's got, I got the first down, but I want to score the touchdown. And Alec did just that. So Minert, big, strong kid, used that power to get into the end zone, and that may have been the nail in the coffin for the Tigers. Hollister to try the extra point. And before the snap, we'll get a stoppage of play and a whistle. And that was the line judge on the opposite side of the field. White Hat tells us that it is illegal procedure called against Hobart. And so they'll move it back 5. Kind of an oddity tonight. And again, we're talking in week number 6, the number of penalties that have been called part of the kicking game. Extra point attempts and offsides for both ball clubs. So now it becomes a 25-yard extra point attempt. Snap is back, hold is true, kick is on its way, and it is up, and it is no good. Wide right, and those 5 yards made the difference. Nonetheless, 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns in the second half for Hobart, and with 4:54 left in the ball game, they lead it 41-24 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum is Tiger proud. When you need a reliable used vehicle, just visit Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Lewis Tittle Avenue in Mangum. Owner Jamie Turner has many years of experience in the auto sales business. Jamie or Lacey Del Tepper will help arrange financing through area banks and credit unions. Get a good vehicle and save money at Jamie's Auto in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Classic Hits 97.7, and we are in the fourth quarter. Mangum trailing with 4:54 remaining. It's 41-24. My friend Sharif Flores from over there at the Department of Human Services, her son Kobe Gibson, mama's boy, number 25 on the Tipton Tigers, sending me a text and telling me that Tipton has 45, Mountain View Godibo 48-0. As they went to the fourth quarter, 48-0. Tipton wins that one. And someday Cherie will listen to me when I tell her that her team is going to win. She asked me again yesterday. She says, Barnes, how's it going to work out? I told her she wouldn't believe me. I was right. Thank you. And Bailey going to pick up the ball here. No, it's Brett instead at the 12. He's got the 20. 25, breaks a tackle. 30. 35 at the 40. Steps out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like at about the 43-yard line. Actually, they'll give him the 44. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for Brett Perry. So Perry does a nice job, a little stutter step, and takes it up the near sideline for positive yardage. But again, the clock certainly not the friend of the Mangum Tigers. And as Mick of the boys once sang, time is on the side of the Hobart Bearcats. They've had 4 offensive possessions in the second half and have scored all 4 times, leading at 41-24. Remember, at the half, it was 18-15, Mangum on top. They'll go shotgun here. Little pitch here on the near side to Brett. Breaks a tackle. Has the 45. Still on his feet at the 50. Across the midfield stripe inside Hobart territory. And finally knocked down at about the 40-yard line. And again, Perry getting help up off the field by the guys who tackled him, Drew Duff and Clay Funkhauser. But a first down carry for Brett Perry inside Hobart territory. Clock still running. He did not get out of bounds. 4:30 left of the ball game. They'll hand it off this time to Sean-Claude Booth, and Booth will pick his way forward for about 3. Second down and 7. Sean-Claude on the carry. Kane Duff in on the stop for Hobart. But again, the clock running, 4:15 left in the ball game. Great Plains Bank, our fourth quarter sponsor here on Classic Hits 97.7. From the shotgun, Laughlin. Little pump fake here on the near side. Wants to go deep. Looking for a man in the middle of the field. That's Jalen Warner. And the pass going to be broken up by Luke Hollister. Warner and Trey Dickey both in the same area. And not sure if that pass was intended for Dickey or for Warner. Neither got there because Hollister slapped it away. Second down, or third down, and about 7. Haven't mentioned it all night long, but worth noting now, Fisher Webb, who has seen a lot of playing time in the first 5 weeks, on crutches on the sideline tonight for Coach Dickey's team. From the shotgun run pass option, Laughlin through traffic, fires a fastball across the middle, and did Dickey hold on? He did. What a catch by Trey Dickey at about the 17-yard line. Boy, Laughlin wound up and threw a fastball right over the middle of the field, and Dickey, with the Spider-Man-like hands, makes the catch. So they'll move the 6, 1st and 10 at the 17. Laughlin, again, pump fake. Now going to be flush from the pocket, rolling right side, throws into the end zone. Incomplete, penalty flag on the field, and too many men on the field for Hobart. So Mangum, that was a free play there by Laughlin. Mangum will get a 5-yard mark off. It'll be first down and 5. Trying to get off the field that time, Chulamani, and he did not get it done. Good job recognizing that on the part of Laughlin as he got rid of the football before Chulamani could leave the field of play. So it'll be first and 5 now for Mangum from the 12-yard line. They trail 41-24, 3:38 left in the ball game. The previous play, Hobart barely getting a man off the field before the snap was made. And that time they couldn't get it done. So it'll be first and 5 for Laughlin and company. To the right of Colton, you'll find Sean-Claude Booth, 3 wide receivers here on the near side. And up top, Leighton Ketchum by himself. Fire, pass, drop by Jalen Warner. Warner trying to move up the field before he had the ball in his mitts. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up a second down and 5. 3:34, clock stopped here in the fourth quarter of play. Hinton in town next week here at the Liberty Bowl. Ball game that kicks at 7 o'clock, pregame at 6:30. Laughlin, pressure from the shotgun, rolls, fires, pass, caught by Ketchum. Leighton struggling for the end zone. He'll be bulldogged down inside the 5-yard line at about the 4 by Luke Hollister. That's good enough for a first down, so a fresh set of downs for Mangum. Trailing by 17 here, 41-24, 3:26 remaining. They stop the clock momentarily to reset the chains, and all they do is reset the yard marker because it's first and goal from the 3. Laughlin tosses it here near side. Perry. Brett turned it back inside. Good open field tackle there. Turned in by Hobart's Trey Jones. No gain on the play. Second and goal from the 3. And again, one of the things that comes into play with tiebreakers, you go head-to-head and then also points inside the district. And the most you can gain are 15 points. Right now it's a 17-point lead for Hobart, so they're trying to keep Mangum out of the end zone as Laughlin will get dropped at the line of scrimmage. Third down and 3, 2:45 remaining. Margin of victory, if it gets more than 15, they only count the 15 points. But again, it's one of the tiebreakers, so important for Mangum to score, and Hobart trying to keep him out of the end zone. Third and goal. Laughlin wants to throw, has time, lobs for Perry, and Brett can't make the catch. But a penalty will be called as Perry was absolutely mugged as though he were in New York City walking through Central Park. Tristan Gamble going to get called for the pass interference, and I'm sorry if I offended anybody from the great state of New York. So they'll mark it off half the distance. And what this does, it puts it obviously at the 1.5-yard line, but I believe it resets it to a first down, does it not? They've not reset it on the sideline, so apparently it'll still be third down. Third down at about 1.5 yards. And go with a handoff now to Perry, and ball comes free. And Hobart says they've got it, and the officials agree. So coming up with a loose football was Clay Funkhauser, and with 2:22 remaining, Mangum denied the end zone, and now some frustration really beginning to show as a penalty flag will fly. And that may go against the Tigers. And if it does, boy, I tell you what, it really makes it difficult for Mangum here. They at least would have had Hobart deep in their own territory, could have used timeouts to at least try to get some points on the board late in the ball game. And in sportsmanlike conduct, and look at this, it's going to go the other way. Wow, they called it against Hobart. So in sportsmanlike conduct called on the Bearcats, instead of getting out of the shadow of their own end zone, they get a little bit closer to the Bearcats. Wow. Well, given the body language and whatnot, I thought that was going to go against Mangum, but the White Hat says nope. Unsportsmanlike conduct going to be called on Hobart. So the Bearcats get the football, but it's set at their own 2-yard line. First down from there. 2:22 left of the ball game. Our fourth quarter brought to us by Great Plains Bank. See, when Chad gets all this figured out, he will get, he tossed the football, didn't he? The guy who, Funkhauser came up with the football and he tossed it away, yeah. So a first down carry here for Hobart, and they're just trying to get it out to the 5-yard line as close as they can. Thank you, Miss Videographer. We went to the replay booth and got the call on that. Found out who the personal foul penalty was at the end of that play. And they got it on Funkhauser for flipping the football after he came up with the recovery. Gain of a couple now out to the 5-yard line. That'll set up a second down, and we'll call it 7. Minute 45, the clock running here in this fourth period of play. So Hobart, if they can eke out a first down, will shut this one down. Inside a handoff to the tailback, and Chulamani, that's Lions again. Lions will take it out to the 10, and Cade will pick up about 4 on the play. That'll bring up a third down and a yard. 1:20 left here in the ball game. We don't have any 25-second clocks. So what happens is Minert lets the clock tick, 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 tick away, and then he looks at the back judge, and the back judge, when it gets down to about 10, will start counting, and Alec simply follows his lead. We're inside of a minute now, 55 seconds of running, and there it is. He's counting off the final 5 seconds. Minert toss sweep. Chulamani picks up the first down out to the 15, still on his feet. 20, 25, 30, breaks out of the pack, has the 40-yard line, 45, 50, and Leighton Ketchum trying to get him from behind. Chulamani shaking, Bacon still on his feet, going to be on his feet still inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Chulamani got tackled about 4 times on the play by Leighton Ketchum, both of them running out of gas as they ran down the field, and finally they just kind of fell down and like, oh, okay, this is about all I got. I don't have any more. They may have mutually agreed, let's just go down right here and call it good. That was fun stuff there. Chulamani, little pinball action there, little bowling ball that he is. Ketchum, not exactly known for his speed either. They just kind of kept running down the field saying, huffing and puffing. Now victory formation for Hobart with 37 seconds remaining. Minert will take a knee. And Mangum will have to run, or Hobart rather, will have to run one more play. And this one will be in the books. So Hobart will get their 15 points in the district. They go to 3-0. And it looks like they will be tied atop the district standings with Frederick. At last word, Frederick was out in front of Merritt, 21-0 in the third period at Merritt. So this one will end, and they won't even make them snap it one more time. 41-24, your final score of the fourth period, brought to us by Great Plains Bank. Hobart wins it 41-24 over Mangum. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offers government-sponsored apartments for persons 62 and older and people with Social Security. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 782-2452 for more information. 782-2452. The Mangum Golden Age Apartments.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
Well, Hobart wins it tonight by a final score of 41-24 over the Mangum Tigers. Elsewhere inside the district, Cordell has beaten Hinton 13-8. Hinton, the team that faces Mangum next week here at the Liberty Bowl. So Cordell has improved to 2-1 inside the district. They win 13-8 tonight over Hinton. Frederick stays undefeated inside district play. The Bombers shutting out Merritt 28-0. So now Hobart and Merritt set atop the standings at each 3-0. Frederick beating Merritt 28-0. Your final score there. And also we can tell you this evening, it was this a final now? I believe it is. Yeah, it is a final. Sayre, no, they've gone to the fourth quarter. 2 minutes left of the fourth quarter. Sayre out in front of Hollis, 27-16. It looks like the Eagles will get their first win of the year inside district play. Mangum losing tonight, 41-24. We come back and wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
Well, an impressive first half for the Mangum Tigers. In fact, they led 18-15 at the intermission, but then, boy, give credit to Hobart. They came out and simply got it done offensively, getting untracked. 4 possessions in the second half for Hobart, and they scored on all 4, and they win it tonight to improve to 4-2 overall and 3-0 inside district play. So we will return to the airwaves, and it's going to be kind of odd for the first time in I don't know how many weeks we won't have softball in between football games. What in the world will I do with myself? Deanne says maybe some of that work at home that I've been asking you to do. And week number 7, we'll be right back here in the friendly confines of the Liberty Bowl. As coming to town will be the Comets of Hinton. We'll go on the air next Friday night at 6:30. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Enjoy the rain. Be careful out there. Remember, don't drown, turn around. All right, plain and simple. Don't want you to become a statistics, and they are promising flash floods over the next several days. Enjoy the football game tomorrow in the Cotton Bowl. If you're a Cowboy fan, best of luck against Iowa State. And then on Sunday, of course, Baker Mayfield gets his second start underneath center, and it's another great defensive team that he and the Cleveland Browns face in the Baltimore Ravens. Mangum loses tonight to Hobart. For Deanne and Chad Fox and the rest of our crew, I'm Michael Barnes. Join me for Michael in the Morning, Monday morning at 6, live and in living color on Classic Hits 97.7.